Next, Mr. Chameleon and the Hanging Judge murder case. Tonight, we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters in his famous cases of crime and murder, brought to you by the makers of genuine Bayer aspirin. Mr. Chameleon, as you know, is the famous and dreaded detective who frequently uses a disguise to track down a killer, a disguise which at all times is recognized by the audience. Tonight, we give you Mr. Chameleon in the Hanging Judge murder case. The story opens as the famous Judge Hatch, known far and wide as the Hanging Judge, is seen striding rapidly and impatiently along one of the corridors of the Cyrus Blackstone Museum in a quiet residential section of New York. And with the judge is his young and obviously puzzled daughter, whom we hear saying,
Father, what's this all about? Why did you insist on coming here to the museum today?
You'll soon find out, Barbara.
But I want to know now. After all, you've never come near this museum before, even though Cyrus Blackstone was your cousin. And then suddenly you decide that you have to come here this afternoon. Father, are you listening to me?
I've seen that man before.
Which man do you mean?
Yes, I've certainly seen him before. Barbara, come in this room, quickly.
But, Father, what
Come
is this?
in here, quickly. I don't want him to see me. I'll pretend to look at this antique wooden box.
But, Father, the sign there says do not touch. All these things are very valuable.
Never mind the sign. I'm going to look at this box. Then I propose to have a little talk with the head of this museum, Miss Priscilla Ames.
Miss Ames?
Yes. Incidentally, this box is a work of art. Come and look at it, Barbara. Come.
Father! Father! Oh, good heavens, he's dead! He's dead!
And a little later we find Mr. Chameleon, the astute and dreaded detective, entering the still room where Judge Hatch lies lifeless. And he is saying to Detective Sergeant Dave Arnold,
What a place for murder, Dave. Quiet sanctuary like this, surrounded by wonderful works of art. Never expect violence to take place within these walls. But it did, all right. Bullet hole in his left temple.
Shall I have the doors locked, Mr. Chameleon?
Yes, please, Dave. No one is to leave the museum under any circumstances.
Okay.
Who's that weeping? Oh. Are you Judge Hatch's daughter?
Yes. I'm Barbara Hatch.
I'm Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters. Were you with your father at the time of the murder?
Yes. He was looking at that antique wooden box when I suddenly heard a shot.
You didn't see who fired it?
No, I was so startled. Mr. Chameleon, who could have killed my father? I was always afraid something like this would happen.
Why?
He was known as the Hanging Judge. Hard but just. He sent many men to prison.
Yes, that's very true. Did he receive any threats recently?
He wouldn't have told me.
Miss Hatch, I'm sorry to have to question you, but of course I must. Cyrus Blackstone, who founded this museum, wasn't he a cousin of your father's?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon.
Well, then you came here often?
No, we didn't. This was the first time we ever visited here.
What?
Yes. But today Father insisted on coming here. He wouldn't tell me why, except he said that he wanted to see Priscilla Ames. Just a moment before he was shot, he mentioned her name.
Who is Priscilla Ames?
She's in charge of the museum. Father's whole behavior lately was very strange, Mr. Chameleon. For a whole week he'd been absent-minded and worried.
Now, you say that he was disturbed by something. Have you any idea what?
No. But just today, he told me to put his gun in the shopping bag I carried. That bag there on the chair.
Oh, let me see the gun, please.
Father had never taken the gun out of the house before. He kept one there because it's a big, lonely house.
But it was evident that your father expected trouble in this museum today.
Here at the museum?
Mm-hmm.
But why, Mr. Chameleon? And Mr. Chameleon,
Mm-hmm.
Father's gun. It's not in my bag.
What? Let me hit the bag, please. Miss Hatch, think hard. Where was this bag at the time that your father was shot?
Why, I laid it down on the chair.
The chair is right by the door, and the bag is a loose one.
Someone could have slipped the gun out.
Who?
It must have been someone in the museum. All I know is Father said something about Priscilla Ames just before he was killed.
And you think this Priscilla Ames could have taken the gun?
Well, I
Why
don't
would
know.
I take your gun, you malicious girl? Are you trying to make trouble for me the way your father did?
Oh, so you are Priscilla Ames. I'm Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters. Miss Ames, suppose you tell me how Judge Hatch made trouble for you, and why yours was the last name he mentioned before he was murdered.
So Barbara Hatch told you that, did she?
I said Father mentioned your name, Miss Ames, and he did.
Just before he was shot, Miss Ames. You said Judge Hatch had made trouble for you. What sort of trouble? I asked you what sort of trouble.
I don't understand why I should be subjected to this inquisition, Mr. Chameleon. Everybody knows that Judge Hatch was called the hanging judge, and I'm certain that there wasn't a man in New York more criminals wanted to murder than him. It seems quite obvious that one of them killed him.
Miss Ames, I am still interested in what was the trouble between you and this murdered man.
Mr. Chameleon, to you this place is just a museum. But I knew it when it was a magnificent private house. And I should have been the mistress of that house, Mr. Chameleon, instead of working here on salary.
You're a very beautiful woman, Miss Ames, and I presume you mean that the founder of this museum, Cyrus Blackstone, thought so too.
Cyrus Blackstone loved me. We were engaged to be married, and Judge Hatch broke it up.
Father? Really?
How? Miss Hatch, do you know anything about this?
Don't ask her. I'll tell you, Mr. Chameleon. I didn't tell Cyrus about my brother. He was a confidence man who spent time in prison. His name was Archie Craig.
Archie Craig. I knew him well, Miss Ames. So did Judge Hatch.
Exactly. Judge Hatch told Cyrus Blackstone I was mixed up with my brother Archie's schemes. I was innocent. I didn't know my brother was doing anything dishonest. But Cyrus believed Judge Hatch. He broke our engagement.
So, in your mind, Miss Ames, Judge Hatch cheated you out of Cyrus Blackstone's fortune?
In my mind. It's true. On his deathbed, Cyrus relented and saw to it that I had a permanent job here at the museum.
But that was not good enough for you. You hated Judge Hatch with a hatred that grew and grew until
Until what? If you mean I murdered Judge Hatch, I didn't. If I'd wanted to kill him, I'd have done it long ago. Besides, what about his daughter?
Miss Ames, please.
Barbara didn't tell you, I suppose, that her father tried to wreck her life. He stopped her marriage just as he stopped mine.
Mr. Chameleon, don't listen to her. You're a wicked woman, Miss Ames.
You mean your father was a wicked man, Barbara? He couldn't bear to see anyone happy. He wanted to keep you to himself. He didn't want you to have a husband.
Is that true, Miss Hatch? Or did your father have another reason for preventing your marriage?
Mr. Chameleon, he said there was something wrong with John Clark. But there wasn't. There wasn't.
You still love this boy, I take it. And your father stood in your way, and you had a gun in your bag.
Mr. Chameleon, what are you saying? I wouldn't kill my father. Whatever he did, I loved him.
You also loved that boy, John Clark, and that is the strongest love of all. You were faced with empty years in a lonely house with only your father, and it was too much for you.
No, that isn't true. And why would I pick this museum as the place to kill him?
On the other hand, Miss Hatch, you carried a gun with you, and that gun has mysteriously disappeared. You had plenty of time before the police arrived to hide it somewhere.
I told you someone took the gun, Mr. Chameleon. I remember now. There was a man. When we first came in, my father seemed upset because of some man we saw here in the museum.
Upset in what way?
Father said, I've seen that man before. That's why he suggested we step into this room. That's why he pretended he was looking at that antique box.
Why didn't you mention this before, Miss Hatch?
It slipped my mind.
Could
Mr.
you
Chameleon.
identify this man? He must still be here. I gave orders that no one was to leave the museum.
Why, I'm not sure, but I can try.
Miss Hatch, you and Miss Ames wait here, please. I'm going to find Detective Sergeant Arnold. Dave.
Yes, Mr. Chameleon. I was just coming in to see you. Mr. Crosley and I have been looking for the murder weapon.
Who are you, Mr. Crosley?
Philip Crosley at your service, Mr. Chameleon. I'm Priscilla Ames' assistant. I help her run the museum.
So you've been looking for the murder weapon. Any luck?
Not yet.
Tell me, how many people were here at the museum at the time of the shooting, Mr. Crosley?
Oh, quite a few. School teachers, tourists. They're all in a room upstairs, as you instructed.
Any men? Judge Hatch mentioned seeing a man who looked familiar to him just before he was murdered.
Oh, of course. There was one very distinguished-looking man. Looked like, a Hollywood conception of a foreign diplomat, Mr. Chameleon. Gold-headed cane, Homburg hat, striped trousers.
Foreign diplomat. Wait a minute, Mr. Crosley. Does he also sport a monocle?
Why, yes, he does.
Mr. Chameleon, you don't think...
Indeed I do, Dave. Go and tell the distinguished gentleman that I want to see him. Oh, Dave, after that, call the police commissioner. Send someone to Judge Hatch's house. Go over his effects and see if he'd received any threatening letters.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chameleon, this will probably be one of the easiest cases you've had to solve.
Why?
Because Judge Hatch was known as the hanging judge, and from everything I've ever read about him, a lot of criminals would have liked to kill him. It looks as if all you'd have to do is check up on the people he's given stiff sentences to. Check on them, and among them you'll find your man.
So you're interested in criminology, Mr. Crosley?
No, I'm afraid that's a little far removed from the quiet occupation I follow in a museum.
Well, your hunch may be a good one at that. Dave, you send in our friend with the monocle, please.
Okay, Mr. Chameleon.
Particularly anxious to see him.
Mr. Chameleon, do you mean that you know this man?
Mr. Crosley, unless I am much mistaken, he's Andy Matthews, a well-known fence and confidence man. And I see that I am not mistaken. Hello, Andy.
Hello, Mr. Chameleon. Well, this is a pretty mess. I walk into a museum to get a little culture, and what happens?
A man is murdered. Police all over the place. Oh, it's awful tough on you, Andy. But tougher on Judge Hatch.
Now, look, Chameleon, I'm going straight.
You haven't had much chance yet. You were just released from prison after serving an 8-year term.
Judge Hatch didn't sentence me.
No, he didn't. But he sent your best pal and partner, Shorty Mason, to the chair. Now, what do you know about this murder, Andy? What were you doing in this museum, and where's the murder gun?
Why don't you search me, Chameleon?
Because I think you're too smart to kill a man and keep the gun on your person.
And I think you're too smart, Chameleon, to even dream that I'd kill Judge Hatch. You haven't forgotten, I hope, that he was well known as the hanging judge? When I was in stir, at least 20 men said their first act on release would be to knock off that old beak. Do you get my point, old man?
The point is that those 20 suspects you so kindly present, Andy, are still in stir, but you are out and on the scene here. And I'm quite sure that Judge Hatch's daughter will identify you right now, Andy. Miss Hatch, you step in here, please, to identify someone.
Yes, Mr. Chameleon.
Miss Hatch, is this the man that your father saw just before he was shot? Is this the man who disturbed him so that he ducked into a room to avoid being seen?
I don't know, Mr. Chameleon. I honestly couldn't say.
Sorry, Chameleon, your mistake.
Miss Hatch, you go back into that room, please, and ask Priscilla Ames to step out here.
Yes. Miss Ames, Mr. Chameleon wants you.
Miss Ames, is this man familiar to you?
What do you mean? How would I happen to know a cheap crook?
You forget, Miss Ames, that your brother was a crook. A confidence man just like Andy.
Well, I never saw this man before. I never laid eyes on him.
That's very odd, because at one time he and your brother were partners. Mr. Crosley.
Yes, sir.
What's that in that showcase on the wall?
Why, that's a display of antique guns, Mr. Chameleon.
Let me look at them. Antique guns? Well, you don't say. And is that little automatic in the corner an antique? When'd you put it in there, Andy? When'd you hide the murder gun in that case?
I didn't, Mr. Chameleon. I never saw it before.
Mr. Crosley, open the case, please, so I can get the gun.
Well,
What are you waiting for? I said open the case.
I can't, Mr. Chameleon. I don't have the key.
Who has?
The only person in the museum, Mr. Chameleon, who has the key to that case is Priscilla Ames.
Well, Miss Ames, how do you explain this?
Mr. Chameleon and the hanging judge murder case continues in just a moment. When you're suffering from an ordinary headache, neuritic, or neuralgic pain, you want two things. First, you want something that will give you fast relief. And second, you want something that will give you dependable relief. So listen. People everywhere know that because it's actually ready to go to work in 2 seconds, Bayer aspirin provides fast relief. And they know that because it's gentle to the system, it also provides dependable relief. The fact is that no other pain reliever can match Bayer aspirin's record of use by millions of normal people without ill effect. And that means that of all pain relievers, Bayer aspirin is one you can take with complete confidence. So when you have a headache, don't experiment with drugs that have not been proved by years of successful use. For the two most important kinds of relief, the fast relief you want and the dependable relief you need, do as millions do. Be sure with Bayer aspirin. And when you buy, ask for it by its full name, Bayer aspirin, not just for aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. And now back to Mr. Chameleon and the hanging judge murder case. It is a few seconds later in the Blackstone Museum where Judge Hatch was mysteriously shot to death. Mr. Chameleon is facing a group of badly frightened suspects, and he is saying to the white-faced Priscilla Ames, the curator of the museum,
Give me the key to that showcase, Miss Ames. The one with the antique guns and the murder gun among them.
I haven't got the key with me, Mr. Chameleon.
Mr. Crosley, your assistant says you are the only one who has a key.
Then I must have left it somewhere. I haven't got it with me.
I don't intend to wait while you look for it, Miss Ames. I'll have to smash the glass case. And here is the disappearing gun. The gun that killed Judge Hatch. Miss Ames, you're the only person who had the key to this case.
Someone could have stolen my keys, couldn't they? I left them in my desk.
You just told me that you didn't know where they were.
Don't try confusing me, Mr. Chameleon. Barbara Hatch could have taken them and hidden the gun after she'd killed her father.
And so could Andy Matthews here.
Look here, Chameleon, what is this?
Suppose you tell me, Andy.
Mr. Chameleon, I'm certain Andy Matthews had as little to do with this murder as I did.
Well, awfully nice to meet two such completely innocent people. Andy, get out of this room and wait for me upstairs.
That suits me, Chameleon.
Get going, Andy.
Okay.
Mr. Chameleon, why do you dismiss a person like Andy Matthews and hold me here?
Mr. Chameleon, look what I dragged up from the basement.
Yes, Dave?
Let go of me, you big bully! Let go of me!
Not till Mr. Chameleon has had a little chat with you.
Who is he, Dave?
Mr. John Clark, the former fiancé of Barbara Hatch.
Just why were you hiding in the basement, young man?
I was trying to keep out of sight while Judge Hatch was here. If you knew what a so-and-so he was, you wouldn't blame me.
Judge Hatch has been murdered by an unknown killer. And you were here in the museum at the time he was shot.
Sure I was. So what? What does that prove? A lot of people were in the museum.
John, be careful. I mean, don't be so disagreeable.
Keep out of this, Barbara. I know what I'm doing.
I'm beginning to see why Judge Hatch objected to you as a possible son-in-law, John.
Are the police going in the romance business, too? What affair is it of yours if Barbara and I have been... had been...
You mean that you and Barbara have been meeting here secretly in this museum? That's what you've been doing, meeting here, isn't it?
Is that a crime?
John, don't you see what you're doing, acting this way?
I told you to stay out of this, Barbara.
I think that she said enough to reveal that you and Barbara have been using this as a secret meeting place. And you, Miss Ames, you knew about these meetings, didn't you? In fact, you encouraged Barbara to meet this young man.
Mr. Chameleon, Judge Hatch broke up one romance, mine. I took great pleasure in helping along his daughter's romance, yes.
And Judge Hatch got wind of it. He came here, Miss Ames, to tear you to pieces. And possibly he thought he'd run into John, too.
But he didn't run into me, Mr. Chameleon.
I wonder.
Go on wondering, Mr. Chameleon. Let's see the great brain work.
That's enough out of you.
Let him alone, Dave. Let him alone. I only hope that he's talking himself out of Barbara's affections.
You may finally catch on to the idea, Chameleon, that Judge Hatch was known as the hanging judge, and plenty of guys were after him.
I was waiting for that from you, John Clark. It's what everybody in the case has told me so far. And it makes me wonder. More and more.
Mr. Chameleon, in the name of heaven, give us a rest from this constant insinuation and questioning.
Miss Ames, there won't be rest for anyone till Judge Hatch's murderer is caught. Get that straight, all of you.
It is now the next day, and we find Mr. Chameleon at Central Police Headquarters in the office of the Commissioner of Police. He is saying,
Good morning, Commissioner. Tell me, have the boys picked up anything for me?
Well, the newspapers have certainly picked up plenty, Chameleon. The idea of the hanging judge being murdered seems to be most intriguing to them. Putting you and me in the same sack as a couple of nitwits.
Don't take it so much to heart, Commissioner.
Well, anyway, here's what the boys picked up, Chameleon.
Hmm?
First, this partly burned letter taken from Judge Hatch's room.
Oh, thanks. A note that definitely reveals the judge had been tipped off that his daughter Barbara was meeting the unsavory John Clark at the museum.
And that, of course, is why the judge took his daughter there yesterday, Chameleon.
That and perhaps something more, Commissioner.
What more?
Is there a report yet on whether Barbara had been carrying any packages or anything else from the museum after meeting the boyfriend, John Clark?
It just came in, and your guess was right, Chameleon. Got the story from the doorman at the museum.
So she has been carrying things away. Where'd she take them, Commissioner?
To the Apex coffee shop down the street from the museum. A hangout for Andy Matthews and a number of other crooks, including a couple of fences.
The Apex coffee shop, hmm? Well.
Chameleon, you don't think Judge Hatch's daughter killed her own father, do you? Incredible. Ghastly.
It's happened before, Commissioner. Love-crazed girl, domineering, arrogant father. Anyway, it gives me an idea. Commissioner, order that museum reopened to the public right away.
Open to the public? Why take that chance?
Because it'll draw a big crowd of morbid curiosity seekers and give me the chance to go in there disguised as one of them. I want to draw the Apex coffee shop and that museum closer together.
Yet even as Mr. Chameleon is talking to the police commissioner, a trembling girl is waiting in the Apex coffee shop down the street from the museum. And Barbara Hatch half rises to her feet as Priscilla Ames swoops down upon her.
Well, Miss Hatch, my dear little Barbara, I thought I'd find you here. And I came to warn you.
What about Miss Ames?
You know what about Barbara. So help me, I'll kill you if you say one word to Mr. Chameleon that implicates me in your father's murder.
I didn't mean to, Miss Ames.
I'll see that you don't. I've had enough of your sanctimonious family interfering in my life.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
You should be, Barbara. I suppose Chameleon will be coming to the museum in disguise. That's his specialty. But if he does, I'll recognize him. I'm sure I will.
And then what?
I don't know. But don't forget this. I know a lot about you, Barbara. And don't you ever forget it.
Now we find Mr. Chameleon in his disguise as a senile old man, Mr. Wheeler. And he is entering the museum, saying to Detective Sergeant Dave Arnold, who is with him,
All right, Dave, the coast is clear. I don't think anyone's seen me with you. Or if they have, I'm just an old man who's been asking a few questions. So keep out of sight. Have your gun in readiness.
Don't worry, Mr. Chameleon. I'll be... Uh-oh. Here comes Priscilla Ames.
Just the one I want to see. Beat it, Dave.
Okay.
Just in time, Dave ducks out of sight behind a curtain, and Mr. Chameleon shuffles forward to intercept Miss Ames, and he speaks in the quavering voice of his disguise.
Good morning, ma'am. Is this the room where Judge Hatch was killed?
Oh, good heavens, I'm sick and tired of answering that question. People come here now out of morbid curiosity, instead of wanting to see these beautiful works of art.
Can't blame him much, can you? Human nature being what it is. Was this the room where Judge Hatch was murdered?
Yes, it is.
My. Think of that. My name's Wheeler. What's yours?
Miss Ames, I'm the curator of the museum. And now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, that's a pretty box.
What?
I say that antique box is mighty pretty. Mind if I look at it?
Well, certainly I mind. I run this museum. Nothing is to be touched.
Be careful. You get mad because people come here out of morbid curiosity. Then you get mad when people look at your works of art.
Mr. Wheeler, that antique box is not to be touched. Don't you see the sign, do not touch?
I'm not hurting it, Miss Ames.
Put it down.
You've got no call to speak to me like that. All I want to do is look inside the box, and I'm going to.
Got him, Dave? Yes, I've got him, Mr. Chameleon. Your shot nicked him in the arm.
And bring him out.
Mr. Chameleon. You are Mr. Chameleon?
Yes, Miss Ames, and here is John Clark, the murderer of Judge Hatch.
Barbara Hatch's fiancé.
No. Your accomplice.
Priscilla, help me. Help me.
She won't help you, John. Instead, she'll tell me everything. She wants to save herself from a murder rap. It was she who gave me my first clue when she lied about not knowing where her keys were.
Mr. Chameleon.
Judge Hatch had picked up this antique box. He was raising the lid, just as I did now. And hidden inside this box was a fortune in stolen jewels, like these. He was murdered because, quite by accident, he found those jewels.
Are you saying that I handled stolen jewels?
That's exactly what I'm saying, John Clark, and I'm also saying that you killed Judge Hatch.
But the gun was Barbara's gun.
The gun you sneaked from Barbara's shopping bag, you mean?
No, I...
John Clark, you and Priscilla Ames were working together, passing stolen jewelry. And this is how it was done. Barbara Hatch used to come in here to meet you, John. And if you weren't here, she took a small package from that antique box and turned it over to a messenger at the Apex coffee shop, who in turn gave her a love letter from you. To Barbara, it was a romantic game. She'd no idea that she, your judge's daughter, was being used by criminals to pass stolen loot.
I'm saying nothing, Chameleon.
Oh, but I am. We found a half-burned note in the judge's room. A note for Barbara from you, John Clark, which thanked her for following instructions. Well, the judge found it, too. He suspected what was happening. He followed his daughter and saw her meet a known criminal at the coffee shop. And you, Miss Ames, were in on the whole scheme.
I didn't murder Judge Hatch. It was John Clark.
Why, you...
Hold him, Dave!
Enough
Take
of
your
that.
hands
All right, that's all.
Thank you, Miss Ames. I can use your testimony.
And I'm not a jewel thief either. I was just afraid to interfere.
Afraid? You're enjoying it. It was sweet revenge, a bitter joke. A bitter joke to both of you that the daughter of the judge you so hated should have been tricked into helping a ring of criminals. What you didn't know was that it would lead to murder and your own arrest. You, John Clark, as the actual killer. You, Priscilla Ames, as a possible accomplice.
No, I had nothing to do with it.
You had full knowledge that crime was being committed, and your failure to report it is in itself a crime.
And with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. It's only natural that when you have an ordinary headache, you want fast relief. And to find out how quickly Bayer aspirin is ready to go to work, all you need do is test it in a glass of water. What happens to a Bayer aspirin tablet in a glass also happens in your stomach, and the speed with which it disintegrates indicates the speed with which it's ready to go to work. When you make this test, you'll see that Bayer aspirin tablets start disintegrating almost instantly, are actually ready to go to work in 2 seconds. Hence, they provide remarkably fast relief. So when you need something to relieve pain, be sure of how quickly it will act. Be sure with Bayer aspirin. When you buy, ask for Bayer aspirin, not just for aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. Listen next Wednesday night at this same time for Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, in The Friendly Divorce Murder Case. The part of Mr. Chameleon is played by Carl Swenson, with dialogue by Marie Baumer and Frank Hummert from the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert. Music directed by Victor Arden. Your announcer is Howard Claney.
To millions, tooth decay means suffering, worry, expense. But now, thanks to a remarkable scientific discovery, you can actually cut down tooth decay simply by using new ammoniated Dr. Lyon's tooth powder. Based on a formula developed by University of Illinois scientists, it actually destroys bacteria Lactobacillus acidophilus, which cause tooth decay. As a result, dentists by the thousand recommend this type dentifrice. So to cut down tooth decay, to have sounder, healthier, handsomer teeth, use ammoniated Dr. Lyon's tooth powder. Both regular Dr. Lyon's tooth powder and new ammoniated Dr. Lyon's are at all drug and toilet goods counters.
Listen for Mr. Chameleon in The Friendly Divorce Murder Case next Wednesday night at this time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Next, Mr. Chameleon and the Friendly Divorce Murder Case. Tonight, we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters in his famous cases of crime and murder, brought to you by the makers of genuine Bayer aspirin. Mr. Chameleon, as you know, is the famous and dreaded detective who frequently uses a disguise to track down a killer, a disguise which at all times is recognized by the audience. Tonight, we give you Mr. Chameleon in the Friendly Divorce Murder Case. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, and in the bustling city, most people are up and about their business. But the attractive apartment of Eric Belden is ominously quiet as Letty Stone, the daily cleaning woman, enters it. And she looks around her in surprise as she moves toward the bedroom door.
That's a funny thing. Mr. Belden's always up at this hour. He's usually finished with breakfast, too, and on his way to the studio. I don't see any breakfast dishes. Bedroom door. It's closed. And the key's on the outside. Well, that's strange. Mr. Belden? Mr. Belden? Are you in there? Mr. Belden? Guess I'd better open the door and see. Might be sick. Oh, Mr. Belden. Oh, dear heaven. Oh, he was shot. He's dead.
What's that?
Oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, Miss Katie, where'd you come from?
Oh, I just came into the apartment. You left the front door open, Letty, but what's the trouble? Eric.
He's dead, Miss Katie.
Oh, poor Eric. I knew he'd been depressed lately, but what a horrible thing to do, to kill himself that way.
You think he did it himself, Miss Katie? I'd better call the police.
Well, go ahead and call them, Letty, but I tell you it's suicide.
But a little later, as Mr. Chameleon, the astute and dreaded detective, bends over the prostrate body of Eric Belden, he says to Detective Sergeant Dave Arnold, who is with him,
Dave, look at this. Position of the gun. It was placed here too carefully. This wasn't suicide, it was murder.
You think so, Mr. Chameleon?
There's no question of it, Dave. No powder burn at all. This gun was fired at a distance and then laid beside the body. Where are those two women?
Right here, Mr. Chameleon. Letty Stone, Miss Katie, come in here, please.
Mrs. Stone, you're the cleaning woman here?
Yes, sir.
I understand that you found a murdered man.
Murdered? Did you say murdered, Mr. Chameleon?
Oh, he couldn't have been murdered.
He was, Miss Katie. Martha Katie, is it?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon.
Tell me something about this man.
Why, Eric ran the Belden Fashion Studios. He supplied fashion photographs of models for the magazine.
And you are one of his models, I take it.
Yes, that's right.
And you, Letty Stone, when you came in here this morning to clean, was the apartment empty? I mean empty except for the murdered man.
Why, I thought it was, Mr. Chameleon.
But you could have been mistaken. Now, the murderer could have been hiding somewhere. Tell me, what is this key doing on the outside of the bedroom door?
Oh, so you noticed that.
My job to notice things, Letty. When you came in, did you find the bedroom locked?
Oh, well, no, Mr. Chameleon. That's the strange part. It was unlocked, and the key was on the outside. Mr. Belden always locked his bedroom door at night.
You say Eric Belden always locked his bedroom door when he went to bed? From the inside, of course.
Yes, Mr. Chameleon.
Why did he do that, Letty? What was he afraid of?
He said he was afraid of burglars.
You sound as if you didn't believe it. Well, neither do I believe it, Letty. If Eric Belden was afraid of anything, he was afraid of being murdered. And for very good reason. Someone has murdered him, tried to make it look like suicide, but forgot to lock the bedroom door when leaving and take the key along. Miss Katie, what were you doing here at the apartment so early?
Beg your pardon?
I believe you heard me. What were you doing here in Eric Belden's apartment at 8 o'clock in the morning?
I had an appointment with Eric, a business appointment. We were going to Park Avenue, where Eric intended to take pictures of me modeling fall clothes.
And you stopped here first. To meet him, Miss Cady, or to take the key from the lock where the murderer had forgotten it in all the excitement?
Mr. Chameleon, you can't think that I killed poor Eric. Well, why should I? We were simply business acquaintances.
How about that, Letty?
Well, she was here an awful lot. She and Mr. Belden were thick as thieves.
Be quiet, you wretched old woman. And as for keys, you have an extra key to the apartment. You could have let yourself in, Letty, and robbed him and murdered him.
That's a lie, Mr. Chameleon. That's a wicked lie.
Did you have an extra key to the apartment, Letty?
Why, yes. Yes, sure.
Well, let me have it, please.
But I didn't kill Mr. Belden.
I haven't said you did yet. And as for Miss Cady's statement...
Mr. Chameleon.
Yes, Dave, what is it? What's the minute?
Martha Cady. I just remembered.
Oh?
She was known as the Glory Girl. She's the model who was mixed up in that murder and blackmail case 3 years ago.
Of course, Dave. How stupid of me not to have remembered. Of course, Martha Cady is the same one.
Well, so what? That doesn't mean I killed Eric Belden. Why don't you go after Cherry? If anyone had a reason for killing him, she did.
Who is Cherry?
Eric's ex-wife. She was one of his models, too. He'd reneged on his alimony, and Cherry was threatening him. She and her old battle axe of a mother were both threatening him.
What about it, Letty? Did you know about this?
Well...
Did you?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon. Miss Cherry was here only last night. She and Mr. Belden had an awful row. She said he was a heel, and he was. He's the kind that should have been killed. But I had nothing against him.
Except that you hated him, apparently. Where does Cherry, Belden's former wife, live, Letty?
With her mother, Mrs. Holt. They have another apartment in this building.
What is the phone number, please?
Here it is, on this pad on Mr. Belden's desk.
Thank you.
Now you're using some sense, Mr. Chameleon.
Oh? Why, Miss Cady? Because I'm calling Cherry Belden and you think suspicion is diverted from you? Only it isn't.
Hello?
Hello. I would like to speak to Cherry Belden, please.
Who's calling?
Is this her mother, Mrs. Holt?
Who is calling?
The police. This is Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters. Eric Belden has been murdered, and I want to speak to his ex-wife.
Well, Cherry's not here, and I don't know where she is.
Oh, really, Mrs. Holt? Is that all you have to say?
What else can I say? My daughter isn't here.
Oh, so you are Mrs. Holt. I was afraid that you might pretend that you were the maid. You don't seem disturbed by the news of your son-in-law's murder. Or didn't it come as a surprise?
See here, you can't speak to me like that. You can't insult me.
I am not trying to insult you, Mrs. Holt, but I want to know where your daughter Cherry is or when you expect her back.
I have no idea. I can't help you.
And we shall have to help ourselves.
Who are you calling now, Mr. Chameleon?
Central Police Headquarters, Miss Cady. A direct line to the police commissioner's office. Any other questions you'd like to ask?
Yes. You talked to Cherry's mother. Couldn't you tell from just talking to her she was a terrible woman?
Miss Cady, in a murder case, it's never smart for one suspect to run down another. It's often...
Hello, Commissioner speaking.
Hello, Commissioner. This is Chameleon. Eric Belden was murdered, and it was made to look like suicide. I want a general alarm sent out for his ex-wife, Cherry Belden.
Good. What's the description?
Letty, you describe her, please?
Well, she's very tiny and blonde and has blue eyes, Mr. Chameleon. She's in her 20s.
Her 20s? She's 30 if she's a day.
She's between 25 and 30, Commissioner. Blonde, blue-eyed, very small, lives with her mother, Mrs. Holt, here in this apartment building.
You think she murdered Belden, Chameleon?
Well, there's a chance of it, Commissioner. But she's not the only one who might have done it. Far from it. This chap Belden was a fashion photographer, and his life, I gather, was full of women. And I think Dave Arnold and I will pay a visit to his office, to the Belden Fashion Studio, which must have been a clearinghouse for some of the most beautiful girls in New York.
And a little later, we find Mr. Chameleon and Dave walking down the corridor which leads to Eric Belden's fashion studio. And Dave is saying,
You really think we'll turn up any leads here, Mr. Chameleon?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Dave, I decided to come down here, but...
Arguing with you,
Dave,
Mrs.
listen.
Belden.
I don't care what
There's someone
you
in
have
the
to do,
studio.
those silly letters with me. So get out of
of my way.
I'm not moving, Mrs. Belden, till you put those letters back.
Mrs. Belden. That must be Cherry Belden. Come along, Dave. Good morning, ladies. I'm sorry to interrupt a private quarrel, but I am Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters. Are you Cherry Belden?
Why, yes.
And you, young lady?
I'm Beryl Carrington, Mr. Belden's secretary, and Mr. Belden isn't in.
I am well aware of that fact, Miss Carrington. I just left his apartment where he was found murdered.
Oh.
Shot through the head.
Murdered? Oh, no. Eric dead. I can't believe it. Poor Eric.
You really sound sorry, Mrs. Belden.
I am, Mr. Chameleon. If you're a detective, I suppose you've already learned that Eric and I were divorced, but it was a friendly divorce. We were incompatible, that's all.
Oh, really? And what are those letters that you got there? I heard Miss Carrington forbid you to take them from the office.
Then nothing, Mr. Chameleon.
I shall be the judge of that. Let me see them, please. No. Well, I see they're written by your mother, threatening Eric Belden. I'd say they're very nasty letters.
Poor mother was upset. She didn't mean half she said. Eric promised to pay me $250 a month alimony, and he didn't. I haven't been working lately, and Mother got excited.
So did you, Cherry Belden. Excited enough to try and get those letters that your mother wrote and destroy them.
Because I thought they put my mother in a false light. Good heavens, I didn't know that poor Eric was dead.
Cherry, oh, thank heavens you're still
Mother.
here. A detective named Chameleon is looking for you.
And he found her, Mrs. Holt. I'm Chameleon. How do you do?
Oh, how do you do? Well, so you found my daughter. Isn't that nice?
Yes, indeed. You lied to me, Mrs. Holt. You said that you didn't know where Cherry was. Why'd you lie?
Well, I wasn't sure she was here in Eric's studio.
I think you were. You knew that she'd come to get those letters. The letters that you wrote Eric Belden threatening him.
Threats were the only thing that Eric understood. Oh, not that he wasn't a fine man in many ways. It was a friendly divorce, you know, Mr. Chameleon. Just incompatibility.
In this case, Mrs. Holt, the word incompatibility may simply be another word for mother-in-law.
How dare you say that? Do you think I killed Eric? Why, Eric was our source of income. Killing him would be like killing the goose that lays the golden egg.
Mr. Chameleon.
Yes, Miss Carrington.
I'd like to speak to you alone. Do you mind stepping into Mr. Belden's private office?
What for, Miss Carrington?
Yes, what for? Anything you have to say, you can say in front of us.
Miss Carrington apparently feels otherwise. Dave, you keep an eye on Mrs. Holt and her daughter, Cherry Belden. I shall be right back.
Yes, sir.
And now, Miss Carrington, what's on your mind?
Mr. Chameleon, I happen to know that in addition to the alimony Mr. Belden was paying Cherry, he also took out a life insurance policy in her favor.
A life insurance policy?
Mm-hmm.
For how much?
$50,000.
Tidy little sum. Thank you for the valuable information, Miss Carrington.
I tell you, I am going in there, and I want to know what that Carrington girl is saying to Mr. Chameleon.
Well, I take it that Mrs. Holt would consider it valuable information, too.
Now then, Miss Carrington, what are you saying?
Mother, dear, please, you mustn't be so excited.
Mr. Chameleon, what has this girl been telling you?
Mrs. Holt, I want to ask you about a key. A key that was found on the outside of Eric Belden's bedroom door. The door to the room where he was murdered.
Is that what the two of you were talking about? Keys?
Mrs. Holt, Eric's murderer forgot that key. Now, who was it? Who was in his apartment last night? Your daughter, Cherry, for one.
That's not so. Cherry was with me all afternoon and evening.
Oh, that's very strange. The cleaning woman said that she was at Eric's apartment.
Yes, I was, Mr. Chameleon, just for an hour. Mother, you've forgotten. I went out for an hour around dinner time.
What? Oh, yes, that's right, Cherry. I did forget. I've been suffering a great deal lately from loss of memory.
You sound to me like a woman with an excellent memory. Mrs. Holt, do you or your daughter have a key to Eric Belden's apartment?
No. Mr. Chameleon, that's not so. Mr. Belden told me that Cherry had a key she wouldn't return to him after their divorce. In fact, he was going to have the lock changed. Meanwhile, he always slept with his bedroom door locked.
Thank you again, Miss Carrington. Where is your purse, Cherry Belden? And on the table. Dave, will you search it, please?
Yes, sir.
This is an outrage.
Mother, you're only making matters worse. And you, Miss Carrington, I don't understand what you think you're doing.
Don't you, Cherry? I understand her perfectly.
Here, Mr. Chameleon. Here's the key. It's even marked. Eric Belden, 507.
Handle it very carefully, Dave. I want to send it in to be checked. for fingerprints. Who knows? It might have Mrs. Holt's fingerprints.
That does it. Now I'm going to tell the truth. Mr. Chameleon, I said I understood Miss Carrington, and I do. But I've been too decent to say anything. This girl, Mr. Chameleon, this Beryl Carrington, was Eric Belden's secretary, and she was more than that. She was the cause of my daughter's divorce. She was the woman in the case.
Mr. Chameleon and the friendly divorce murder case continues in just a moment. The two most important kinds of relief to anyone suffering from ordinary headache, neuritic, or neuralgic pain are fast relief and gentle, dependable relief. And genuine Bayer aspirin gives you both. It's amazingly fast because it's ready to go to work in 2 seconds. And it's completely dependable because its single active ingredient is so gentle to the system, mothers give it even to small children on their doctor's advice. Add to this the fact that no other pain reliever can match Bayer aspirin's record of use by millions of normal people without ill effect. And it's easy to see why Bayer aspirin is one thing you can take with utmost confidence. So don't experiment with drugs that have not stood the test of time. For fast relief and for the dependable relief that's important to your health, do as millions do, use Bayer aspirin. When you buy, ask for it by its full name, Bayer aspirin, not just for aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. And now back to Mr. Chameleon and the friendly divorce murder case. It is a few minutes later, and in the Belden Fashion Studios, Mr. Chameleon stands facing 3 women who played such a vital part in the life of Eric Belden before he was mysteriously murdered. And he says to Beryl Carrington, Belden's secretary,
So you were the woman in the case, Miss Carrington. You are the real reason why Eric Belden divorced his wife, Cherry.
No. There was nothing between Eric and me, Mr. Chameleon. Nothing except a business relationship.
That's not true, Mr. Chameleon. Miss Carrington was in love with Eric.
Then why tell me that yours was a friendly divorce, Cherry Belden? Your whole story sounds pretty fishy to me. And besides, you've lied consistently. You've lied consistently. You even told me that you didn't have a key to your ex-husband's apartment, and it was right there in your purse.
I didn't have a key. I don't know how that got into my purse. Isn't that so, Mother? I had no key.
Absolutely, Cherry. You should be ashamed, Mr. Chameleon, to accuse my daughter of murder.
Mrs. Holt, I have a motto. The innocent must be protected. The guilty must be punished. To prove that your daughter or anyone else is innocent, I must first prove who is guilty.
Mr. Chameleon, I didn't quite tell the truth. I know I first said it was a friendly divorce, but that was because I didn't want any scandal. Is that wrong?
It's wrong to accuse Miss Carrington falsely, Cherry Belden.
And that's exactly what she's doing. Cherry and her mother are trying to frame me to get themselves in the clear.
That's a lie, a vicious lie.
Please, that's all for now. You and your daughter may go, Mrs. Holt, but don't try to leave town, either of you. Dave, you show the ladies out, please.
Yes, Mr. Chameleon.
Mr. Chameleon, you'll hear more of this.
I fully expect to, Mrs. Holt.
Oh, this is a dirty business, Mr. Chameleon.
It certainly is, Dave. That attempts to frame Miss Carrington here certainly backfired. But I want the best men we have to tail them constantly. Have Davis and McCarthy go over to their apartment.
Right, Mr. Chameleon.
And as for me, I shall be looking for just one little thing, one small detail that I know will trap the killer.
What's that, Mr. Chameleon?
Fingerprints, Miss Carrington. I noticed some on the door of Eric Belden's bedroom. You see, I'm sure the murderer is an amateur. Being an amateur, they wouldn't stop to think of erasing evidence like fingerprints.
My gosh, Mr. Chameleon, everybody, including old ladies in wheelchairs, knows that killers shouldn't leave fingerprints around.
I know, Dave, but an amateur killer is very often emotional. They think of those things too late, like the key in the bedroom door. They forgot that, didn't they? Anyway, tomorrow morning, I'm going to search Eric's apartment. Search it thoroughly for any and all fingerprints.
But why tomorrow? Why not now?
Because first, Dave, I want to check on the past life of Cherry Belden and her mother, Mrs. Holt. So tomorrow is soon enough to look for fingerprints. Miss Carrington, goodbye. And thank you very much for your invaluable help.
If there's anything else I can do, please call on me, Mr. Chameleon.
I will. Oh, in fact, you might go through Mr. Belden's files and see whether there are any more threatening letters from Cherry's mother.
I'll do that immediately, Mr. Chameleon.
Good. Oh, One more thing. Did you know a model named Martha Cady?
Martha Cady?
Yes, I have a hunch that Eric Belden was quite crazy about her.
Yes, I remember her. I had very little to do with her, though.
Mm-hmm. And Letty Stone, the cleaning woman at Belden's apartment. Do you know her?
Yes, I saw her once or twice.
You're frowning. Why? Didn't you like Letty Stone?
She's not young, Mr. Chameleon, and she's a hard-working woman.
Who might welcome a few $1,000s. Well, that's what I figured. And I also figured that she knows Mrs. Holt, Belden's former mother-in-law. Must have known her.
She does, Mr. Chameleon. One of the few times I ever went to Mr. Belden's apartment, I found the two of them in the living room talking away like mad. They stopped the minute I arrived.
Mm-hmm. All ties in. It's quite possible that Letty, the cleaning woman, could have admitted Cherry's mother to Belden's apartment the night that he was murdered. Well, we'll soon see. Those fingerprints will tell the story. Goodbye, Miss Carrington.
Goodbye, Mr. Chameleon.
You're going to pick up Letty Stone and question her now, Mr. Chameleon?
No, not exactly, Dave.
What the heck? I don't get it. It's not like you to move cautiously. Why not grab her quick and question her?
I intend to, Dave, but not as Chameleon. I'm going to make an appointment with Letty Stone, that cleaning woman, to meet a special police searcher in Eric Belden's apartment. And I shall be there, disguised as that special police searcher, a very quiet but very thorough cop named Christopher Madden.
And so, that night, we find Mr. Chameleon in his disguise as Christopher Madden, a police searcher, in the Belden apartment with Detective Sergeant Dave Arnold. And with them is the cleaning woman, Letty Stone, a badly frightened Letty Stone, to whom Chameleon is saying, in the voice of his disguise,
Mrs. Stone, my name is Madden. I'm a special police searcher. I came to this apartment to look for further fingerprints. The murderers.
But, Mr. Madden, why send for me? I mean, my fingerprints are sure to be all over Mr. Belden's apartment. I used to come here almost every day and clean.
Well, then you can't be much of a cleaner, Mrs. Stone. You leave fingerprints all over the place.
Well, there'd be sure to be some around. I couldn't help it.
What about Mrs. Holt, Belden's former mother-in-law?
What do you mean? What about her?
Well, you and she were friendly, weren't you? Make a deal? She promised you some of Mr. Belden's insurance money to keep your mouth shut?
I don't know what you mean. I never said two words to Mrs. Holt. Now I got to get home and cook supper for my husband.
At 9 o'clock?
Well, he don't get home from work till 9 o'clock.
All right, Mrs. Stone, you can go. We're leaving immediately, too, right after you. Good night.
Well, good night, sir. And I don't know Mrs. Holt hardly at all.
Mr. Chameleon, for Pete's sake, you've done it again. Every time you get someone cornered in this case, you let him go.
Dave, it won't be long now before you see a very interesting little drama unfold. I'm going to call the police commissioner. As soon as I finish dialing, turn off all the lights, will you?
Oh, I get it. Letty Stone will think we're gone, and she may come back.
Mm-hmm. All right, you can turn off the lights now, Dave.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, Commissioner. This is Chameleon.
Yes?
We're at the Belden apartment. What is the report on the key to the front door? The key that we found in Cherry Belden's purse?
Just what you thought, Chameleon. You hit the bullseye.
Good. Send the report to the corner drugstore where Dave will pick it up later.
Right. Good hunting.
I think we've got them, Commissioner. Goodbye.
Mr. Chameleon, I think someone's trying the front door.
Yes, you're right. Can you see in this darkness, Dave?
Well enough. Yes, sir. By gosh, the door is opening. Is it Letty, the cleaning woman?
All I can really make out is that it's a woman.
She's got a flashlight, Mr. Chameleon. She's wiping things off with a damp cloth.
Right, Dave.
Shall I grab her?
No. Not yet. Let's see if she goes to the bedroom door. Bedroom where Belden was murdered.
She's going there, all right. Now she's wiping off the door.
Let her go inside. Now, where's the light switch?
Right here.
Turn it on, Dave. Let's have light. Plenty of light. And see what sort of a bird we've snared in our net. All right, Miss Carrington, put your hands up and keep them up. I have a gun which I shall use if I have to, the way you used one on Eric Belden.
Mr. Chameleon, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question, only I happen to know what you're doing here, Miss Carrington. I scared you into thinking that you might have left fingerprints. I said I was going to look for those fingerprints tomorrow.
But why should I kill Eric?
Because of Martha Cady. This afternoon, when I mentioned her name, I watched you very closely. A look of complete hatred flashed across your face. Passed very quickly, but I caught it, Miss Carrington. Eric Belden had thrown you over for Martha Cady.
No, Cherry Belden killed Eric. That key was found in Cherry's purse.
You planted it there when Cherry Belden wasn't looking. You must have, Miss Carrington, since it bears your fingerprints.
No.
I just got the report from police headquarters. And besides, I saw a door key in your desk, Miss Carrington. The key to the front door of this apartment, which you used just now. I deliberately didn't mention it, hoping that you'd use it. And you did.
No, you have no evidence.
I have all the evidence that we need. You murdered Eric Belden, Miss Carrington. You murdered him, and your plan was to make it look as if Eric Belden had committed suicide in a locked room. But in the excitement of leaving after the murder, you forgot to lock the door. You left the key in the lock on the outside.
Stop it!
And then when I stated Belden's death wasn't suicide in a locked room, but murder, you tried to plant it on Cherry, a woman that you must have hated as much as you hated the other beautiful model, Martha Cady.
All right, I confess I did it. And all the time you were so friendly. I thought you believed me.
I know, Miss Carrington. It's the way we cops have to fool people. But what is really amazing is the way a criminal like yourself always believes that he or she is fooling the police.
And with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. Next time an ordinary headache threatens to spoil your plans, get fast relief by taking Bayer aspirin. You'll be amazed at how quickly Bayer aspirin works. And the reason is that these tablets start to disintegrate within 2 seconds after you take them. To see for yourself that this is true, just drop a Bayer aspirin tablet in a glass of water and watch what happens. Before it reaches the bottom of the glass, it will begin to disintegrate. It does the same in your stomach, hence brings relief with astonishing speed. Yes, and Bayer aspirin is dependable, too. No other pain reliever can match its record of use by millions of normal people without ill effect. When you buy, ask for it by name, Bayer aspirin, not just for aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle, and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. Listen next Wednesday night at this same time for Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, in The Suspicious Father Murder Case. The part of Mr. Chameleon is played by Carl Swenson, with dialogue by Marie Baumer from the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert. Music directed by Victor Arden. Your announcer is Howard Claney.
A remarkable scientific discovery now makes it possible to cut down tooth decay. You simply use new ammoniated Dr. Lyon's tooth powder. Based on a formula developed by University of Illinois scientists, it actually destroys bacteria Lactobacillus acidophilus, which cause tooth decay. Now think of the pain, worry, and expense this can save you. The wonderful difference it can make in the health and beauty of your teeth. So to cut down tooth decay, to have sounder, healthier, handsomer teeth, use ammoniated Dr. Lyon's tooth powder. Both regular Dr. Lyon's tooth powder and new ammoniated Dr. Lyon's are at all drug and toilet goods counters.
Listen for Mr. Chameleon in The Suspicious Father Murder Case next Wednesday night at this time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Next, Mr. Chameleon and the Perfect Maid murder case. Tonight, we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters in his famous cases of crime and murder. Brought to you by the makers of genuine Bayer aspirin. Mr. Chameleon, as you know, is the famous and dreaded detective who frequently uses a disguise to track down a killer, a disguise which at all times is recognized by the audience. Tonight, we give you Mr. Chameleon in The Perfect Maid murder case. The scene opens in one of New York's most fabulous mansions, the home of Raymond Colby. And we see a young woman about to leave. Her hand is on the knob of the front door when she is interrupted by a maid whom we hear saying the words that lead to a gruesome, fantastic murder.
Excuse me, Miss Laura. Can I see you a moment before you go?
I haven't any time now, Fanny.
But this is important, Miss Laura. Terrible important.
Well, what is it then?
I want to give my notice, Mum.
Your notice? You mean you're leaving? Well, I thought you were a fixture in this house, Fanny.
But that's just it, Mum. I am a fixture here.
Then what's this talk about giving notice? What's wrong? If it's more wages...
Oh, it's not that, Mum. It's that...
Yes?
It's that I'm going to marry your father.
Your what?
Going to marry your father, that's what. Oh, well, it don't seem to set very well with you, but...
Are you completely and utterly mad? This is the most outrageous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, it is it? Well, let me tell you, I'm as good as you are.
Pack up your things and get out of this house as fast as you can.
I'm not packing, and I'm not leaving. I'm marrying into this house. Just put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Get out instantly, I say.
I'm not going any further than my own room. You'll find me there if you want to be coming up later and telling me you're sorry. Ta-ta, dearie.
John! John, come here! John!
Don't shout, Laura. I heard it all. Great heavens, what a mess.
We can't let Father do this. He's gone mad. Ooh, that cheap, terrible creature.
Tell you, Laura, hysterics won't help. Besides, we don't want to wake the old man up and get him on our necks. We've got to think fast.
But what are we going to do? What can we do? Oh, this is too dreadful.
Listen, Laura, listen.
Yes?
You stay right here, Laura, and watch every door. Be as loud as you can if anybody comes.
You mean Father or that horrible Fanny?
Anybody. I've got the combination to Father's safe.
His safe? What are you going to do, John?
I know he keeps his will there. That's the first thing to do. He may have changed it in Fanny's favor. If he did, I'll burn it up.
And sometime later, we hear the Commissioner of Police assigning another famous murder case to the astute and feared Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces and disguises.
Oh, here you are, Chameleon. A murder in Park Avenue.
Oh, top drawer case, eh, Commissioner?
Well, that's for you to decide, old man. The murder occurred in the Raymond Colby house.
You mean the mysteriously rich Raymond Colby's been killed?
No, not Colby himself, Chameleon. A maid in his house. A girl named Fanny Bilkins. Throat slashed open. Better get out there.
Righto, Commissioner. I'll take Detective Dave Arnold with me. Yeah. Oh, here you are, Dave.
Yes, sir.
You come with me, please. Bye, Commissioner.
I suppose the case we're on is that parlor maid murder at Raymond Colby's house.
Yes, that's it, Dave.
I guess it'll be one of those jobs where the chauffeur killed some poor girl because he was in love with her and caught the butler getting away with her.
I've no idea, Dave. Let's get the car and buzz out there. Oh, personally, I'd be more interested if old Colby himself was the victim. I hear he's a queer character, the absent-minded professor type. He invented something somewhere that made him fabulously rich.
Here's the house, Mr. Chameleon.
Yes, with a very pretty girl already holding the door open. Come ahead.
Oh, I'm so glad you came. You are from the police, aren't you?
Yes, my name is Chameleon. This is Detective Arnold. And you are,
I'm Laura Colby. Come in, Mr. Chameleon.
Thank you.
I'm rather surprised to see you here.
Surprised, Miss Laura? Why?
We didn't expect to see such a famous detective as you on an unimportant case like this.
Murder is always important.
Judy O'Grady or the judge's lady? I see.
I understand the girl who was murdered was a housemaid in your father's house, Miss Laura. Do you know anything about her?
Practically nothing, Mr. Chameleon, except that she was a perfect maid, really marvelous, and that she had perfectly wonderful references when she came.
When was that?
Oh, I don't really remember. A couple of years ago. You know how those things are.
Who found her body? One of the other help in the house, I suppose.
No, as a matter of fact, my father did. He and my brother John, that is.
Yes?
Well, what actually happened was that one of the other servants, our cook, became annoyed when Fanny didn't turn up to serve breakfast this morning. She thought she'd overslept. But when she knocked on Fanny's door and she didn't answer, she became alarmed and called my father.
So he and your brother went up there?
And when they opened the door, they found her dead. Father was very much upset, and so was my brother.
Odd that the cook didn't open the door herself when she got no answer to her knock.
Why, I hadn't thought of that. Oh, but I'm sure the cook wouldn't have killed her just because Fanny overslept.
No, scarcely, Miss Laura. Dave.
Yes, Mr. Chameleon?
You go to the kitchen and talk to that cook. Find out what you can.
I'm sure Cook can't tell you any more than I have, Mr. Chameleon.
One never knows, Miss Laura. She may be concealing something from you.
I'll talk to the cook now, Mr. Chameleon.
I don't. In the meanwhile, Miss Laura, perhaps your father or your brother will take me up to see the murdered girl's body.
John's in the drawing room, Mr. Chameleon. This door here.
Well,
Oh, John, this is Mr. Chameleon, the famous detective.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Chameleon? Horrible thing, isn't it? But one never knows what will happen with servants these days, does one?
what happened here, however, is a bit out of the usual run. Your sister says that you lead me to the murder room.
Well, of course, Mr. Chameleon. I don't like the job, but just follow me.
Thank you.
Here are the servants' stairs.
By the way, John, do you know anything about the murdered girl? I mean, do you ever notice anything strange about her? Signs of being afraid of something, upset, anything like that?
It's a funny thing, Mr. Chameleon. I never notice any servant particularly. To me, they're just faceless people. All I know is that my sister always said Fanny was the perfect maid. Laura's all in a dither. Says she'll never find another one like her. Oh, but here's her room.
Just about the size of a cell.
What?
Nothing. Poor girl. A horrible sight. Her head is almost severed.
If you're finished with me, Mr. Chameleon, I'd like to get out of here.
Oh, yes, I understand, John. I'm sorry. I forgot that we policemen are more accustomed to sights like this than people like you. Yes, you go back to the drawing room. I'll see you there presently.
Thank you, Mr. Chameleon.
Poor Fanny. Poor child. Well, if the dead can hear, you'll hear me promising to bring your murderer to the execution chamber.
Mr. Chameleon? Nothing from the cook except what Laura Colby already told us. But get this.
Yes, Dave?
Just as I was talking to the cook, the girl's father came in.
The murdered girl's father, Dave?
Uh-huh. A man named Ed Bilkins. He started accusing everybody of murder. He's pretty wild. I told him to stay put, but you'd talk to him.
The poor devil.
Wait till you get a load of him, Mr. Chameleon. He looks like a bad customer to me. Not so sorry as he acts. But that don't mean I think he killed the girl.
Dave, you call the morgue and have this body picked up. And here is the knife that slashed her throat. You send it in for prints.
Okay, Mr. Chameleon.
And then hold the murdered girl's father down below. I want to talk to John Colby and his father first. Well, John, feeling a bit more steady now? Forgive me for bringing you back to the murder room.
It's all right, Mr. Chameleon. Took a drink and feel better. Well, this is my father, Raymond Colby. Father, this is Mr. Chameleon.
Huh? Mr. what? Didn't catch the name.
Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters, Mr. Colby.
Police headquarters, you say? John, what's a police officer doing here?
Investigating the murder of your maid, Fanny Bilkins, Mr. Colby.
Oh, to be sure. You know, things slip my memory, sir. And you say your name is,
Chameleon, Mr. Colby. Chameleon.
unfortunate thing here, Mr. Canston.
Chameleon.
Oh, yes, Chameleon. Last thing I ever expected in my house, murder. Just one of the servants that probably got herself into trouble. Queer lot, servants. Queer lot. Never know about them.
But still human, Mr. Colby. They sing and sigh, laugh and weep, feel happiness and sorrow just like you and me. Only probably suffer more.
Quite right, quite right. I didn't think policemen thought that way, though. Well, what can I do for you?
Tell me any little thing that you might know about the girl who was so inconsiderate as to be murdered in your quiet home. Why do you think, for instance, that she was killed?
I've no idea. Never paid any attention to her, no attention at all. My daughter Laura runs the house. You better ask her.
I did, and she told me just as little as you and your son John have, Mr. Colby. But I'll...
Mr. Chameleon.
Yes, Dave?
You'd better come downstairs and talk to the man I told you was here. He's got something for you, something plenty hot.
What man, Mr. Chameleon?
After I see him, I'll tell you, John.
He's going to tear this case wide open, John. Wide open.
Tear it open, Detective Arnold? That's ridiculous.
Never mind, son. I fancy it's someone of Fanny's own class, and that it'll all turn out that a grocer's clerk or delivery boy killed Fanny.
Perhaps, Mr. Colby. I'll see you later, Mr. Colby.
John, get Laura in here right away.
What for, Father?
If you don't manage to hold yourself in, you and Laura will find yourselves up on a murder charge. Our Mr. Chameleon's one of the most penetrating men I've ever met. Up to the time you revealed excitement, our story was going down perfectly. Now be careful, my boy. I beg of you. I don't want to see my children convicted of murder.
What did the murdered girl's father tell you, Dave, to make you think he'd break this case wide open?
You better hear it from his own lips, Mr. Chameleon.
Oh.
He's here in the butler's pantry.
Oh, all right, Dave.
Mr. Bilkins, here's Mr. Chameleon. Now tell him what you told me.
It's fair terrible I ever brought my innocent daughter to this country, Mr. Chameleon. That's how she was done in.
What do you mean, Mr. Bilkins? Brought her to this country?
Didn't this here busy tell you, Mr. Chameleon?
Detective Arnold wanted me to hear the story direct from you, Bilkins. Now, let's have it, please.
Fanny and me come from Australia, where we should have stayed. And then she'd never have gone into service in this old duffer's house.
Well, I still don't know what you mean, Bilkins.
What I'm trying to drive home, sir, is that Fanny wouldn't have got herself engaged to marry the old man.
Do you mean to say that your daughter, Fanny, was going to marry Raymond Colby?
I'm not lying when I say it, Mr. Chameleon. I warned her proper about marrying out of her class. But Fanny had got American ideas into her head quick. Wouldn't listen to her father. And it all wound up in her being killed. Butchered like an animal.
Are you certain that your daughter was going to marry this fabulously rich man?
Look here. Here's your wedding license, Mr. Chameleon. She gave it to me, saying Mr. Colby didn't want it round the house, feared his son or daughter might find it. But they must have caught on some other way, sir. And that's why they killed her.
Dave, this is astounding. This license is genuine. Fanny Bilkins, age 24, Raymond Colby, 56.
It's on the up all right, Mr. Chameleon. I had it checked myself.
I'm taking the blame for Fanny's murder on myself, Mr. Chameleon. I'm her father. I should have given her a good thumping and made her leave this house. The likes of her thinking of marrying the likes of him. I always say that everyone stay in his own class.
Mr. Bilkins, come with me.
Where to, sir?
Upstairs to the drawing room, where I think we'll find Mr. Colby and his son, John.
Don't make me face him now, Mr. Chameleon. I can't face my daughter's dirty murderers. I can't do it, sir. I can't.
I understand, Bilkins. You wait here, then. Detective Arnold and I will go up alone.
You're a real gentleman, sir. Thank you. I'll never forget your kindness, sir.
Dave, come along.
If ever I saw one for the book, Mr. Chameleon, this is it.
If it's true, Dave, if it's true.
What? Well, don't you believe it? You saw the marriage license, didn't you?
Yes, indeed, Dave. And I also saw the shifty look in the bereaved Mr. Bilkins' eyes. If I were looking for a babysitter, and it wouldn't be Bilkins. Oh, here's the drawing room now. I expected to find your father and brother here.
They're in Father's study, Mr. Chameleon.
I've just talked to your murdered maid's father.
So they have fathers, too.
Just as you and I, Laura. But tell me.
Yes?
When was your father, Raymond Colby, going to marry Fanny Bilkins?
Oh, I didn't realize detectives on duty kidded people, Mr. Chameleon.
Then you didn't know?
Know what?
You know what. Answer the question.
If you expect me to answer a ridiculous question like that, Mr. Chameleon... Are you serious? Imagine Father marrying a housemaid. It's too silly.
That the door to the study, Laura?
Why, yes. I'll tell Father you want to see him.
Don't trouble, thank you. I'll go in alone. And you stay here. I hope I'm not interrupting, Mr. Colby. Oh. I see you have your safe open. Something lost?
Father has an idea he misplaced his will, Mr. Chameleon.
I'm on the forgetful side, Mr. Chameleon. I'll find it later.
Why not look in the fireplace, Mr. Colby? Wait a second.
In the fireplace, Mr. Chameleon?
Yes, John? Yes, here is what is left of your father's will. All but the top burned away, though. Do you mind telling me why you tried to destroy it, John?
My son didn't, Mr. Chameleon. Probably did it myself. I do such utterly stupid things without thinking.
Like arranging to marry your housemaid, Mr. Colby?
What is this, Mr. Chameleon? Father planning to marry that...
That murdered girl, John. Murdered.
Oh, Mr. Chameleon, what in heaven's name gives you the idea Father was going to marry her?
This marriage license, John.
Marriage license?
John, I told you before that Mr. Chameleon was a very penetrating man. Trying to deceive him would be unfair to him and us.
Then you were going to marry her, Mr. Colby?
Oh, no. Not at all, Mr. Chameleon. Well, I really don't know why I took out that marriage license.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't done simply to keep a perfect maid. Come, Mr. Colby, don't you think it's time to stop trying to protect your children?
Why should he try to protect Laura and me, Mr. Chameleon? We didn't kill that girl.
In my entire experience, I've never met with a clearer motive for murder. Never. Dave?
Right here, Mr. Chameleon.
Oh.
What do we do, arrest John and Laura?
No, not now, Dave. Bring the murdered girl's father in here immediately, and then we'll...
That's what I came up here to tell you, Mr. Chameleon. Bilkins slipped out of the house while I went into the kitchen to get a drink of water.
What?
I sent out a general alarm for him.
Have this house guarded, Dave. And get this straight, Mr. Colby. If either your son or daughter attempts to leave here, they'll be taken in on suspicion of willful murder.
Mr. Chameleon and the Perfect Maid murder case continues in just a moment. When you have a cold, you need Bayer aspirin. Need it because it's important to you that you get quick relief from the headachy, feverish feeling and the muscular aches and pains that almost always accompany a cold. And because Bayer aspirin gives you this important relief, it should be taken at the first sign of a cold before you do anything else. Regardless of what you do to stop or shorten a cold, we believe your own doctor will tell you that this is sound advice. And it's advice you can follow with confidence, for Bayer aspirin is used by millions to treat these distressing symptoms. It provides amazingly fast relief, makes you feel better, because it's ready to go to work in 2 seconds. And its single active ingredient is so gentle to the system that doctors prescribe it even for small children. That's why it's been used by millions of normal people without ill effect. So at the first sign of a cold, before you do anything else, take Bayer aspirin. When you buy, ask for Bayer aspirin, not just for aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle, and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. And now back to Mr. Chameleon and the Perfect Maid murder case. Fanny Bilkins has been viciously murdered in the home of wealthy Raymond Colby, where she worked as a housemaid. Mr. Chameleon has discovered that Colby had planned to marry Fanny in spite of the bitter protests of his son John and his daughter Laura. During the investigation, the murdered girl's father, Edward Bilkins, has disappeared from the Colby home. But an hour later, when Mr. Chameleon impatiently paces his office at headquarters, he suddenly finds that no general alarm was required to bring in Bilkins. For a strange surprise awaits him as Detective Dave Arnold rushes into his office saying,
Mr. Chameleon, I just brought in Fanny Bilkins' father in an ambulance.
In an ambulance, Dave?
He's got a knife cut straight down his left cheek. Didn't miss his throat by half an inch. But the ambulance doc patched him up on the way in, and now he's squawking loud to see you. He says...
Get him in here, Dave.
Come in, Bilkins.
Bilkins, what happened? Who tried to get you? Now get down to the point without wasting words.
Very good, sir. But it was a near one. Not satisfied with cruelly murdering my daughter, Fanny.
Who?
Raymond Colby. Well, I mean his son, John. But The fact is, I don't know for sure.
Where did the attack take place, Bilkins?
In the old duffer's study, that's where.
What were you doing there?
Nothing, sir, nothing. Just nosing around.
It won't do, Bilkins. Out with it.
Mr. Chameleon, here's a bag the boys took off Bilkins on the way in.
Give it to me, Mr. Copper. I never seen it before. Fanny gave it to me.
Looks like about $500,000 in jewels, Bilkins. And they look familiar. Very familiar.
But I don't know anything about them.
Dave, put Bilkins on detention. I got the answer to this case.
Look here, Chameleon, I got rights. Those jewels were planted on
Come
me.
along, Bilkins. Killed your own daughter, did you? I'll be right back, Mr. Chameleon.
Right on. Hello?
Mr. Chameleon, this is John Colby.
Yes?
Most of my dead mother's jewelry has been stolen.
Who discovered the loss, John?
Our butler did. Caught the robber in the act, but he got away. Can you come out here right away?
Not just now, John. You said only part of your mother's jewelry was stolen?
The butler came in the room just in time to save the rest.
I have got the stolen jewels, John. And the robber, too.
You've got the jewels and the robber both?
I'm pretty positive I have, John. But I want to make sure before I definitely charge the man that we're holding.
Well, what do you mean, Mr. Chameleon?
Instead of coming myself, John, I'm going to send one of our expert jewel men out there. And he'll bring the jewels I have here out, too, for identification.
I wish you'd come yourself, Mr. Chameleon, instead of... What's that, Father? All right, I'll ask Mr. Chameleon. Sorry, Mr. Chameleon, but Father suggests...
Yes?
Father's worried about anybody coming but you, Mr. Chameleon. So is my sister, Laura. Can't you come yourself?
I'm sorry, I'm not a jewel expert. I'm sending our head man, Pierre-Antoine, out right away. And then I'll follow later. Goodbye, John.
What's all that about, Mr. Chameleon? Are you going out to Colby's in disguise?
Right you are, Dave. Disguised as Pierre-Antoine, the police department's chief man on jewels. Now, you will come with me. And the instant we get there and you introduce me, arrest John and Laura Colby on my orders.
Well, orders are orders, but I don't get you, Mr. Chameleon. Why not pinch them and be done with it?
Because I need the evidence I think their father, Raymond Colby, will give me, Dave.
And so, a little later, we find Detective Arnold with Mr. Chameleon in his disguise as Pierre-Antoine at the murder house, as Dave Arnold says.
Evening, everybody. This gentleman is the police department's jewel expert. Mr. Chameleon sent him out.
Pierre-Antoine at your service. Mr. Raymond Colby, monsieur?
Yes, Mr. Antoine. This is my daughter, Laura.
Mademoiselle.
How do you do?
And my son, John.
Monsieur Jean. May we all sit down? Or perhaps you, Mademoiselle Laura, will be so kind as to bring the remaining jewels from the robbery for me to see?
Sorry, Monsieur Antoine, but Mr. Chameleon ordered me to arrest this lady and her brother and bring them back to headquarters.
That is absurd, Detective Arnold. Surely Mr. Chameleon is making a mistake.
Mr. Chameleon is a fool.
We won't go, Laura. Detective Arnold can't arrest us without a warrant.
Here's the warrant, John. Better come quietly.
John, you can only cause yourself and Laura trouble by not going with Detective Arnold.
But, Father...
You've got the right idea, Mr. Colby. Now, come on, John and Laura. No point getting tough about it.
My compliment to Mr. Chameleon, Detective Arnold. And be good enough to express my opinion that he is making a most stupid blunder. Arresting two such charming young people.
Stupid or not, I'm taking them, Monsieur Antoine. Good night.
Good night. Oh, a dreadful contretemps, Monsieur Colby. I thought better of that Chameleon. But there is your police mind.
Mr. Antoine, did you bring the jewels recovered from the man who robbed my safe?
In this very bag, Monsieur Colby. The robber was the father of the housemaid murdered here today. Your fiancée, I'm told.
Hand over those jewels, Chameleon.
What?
Shut up, Chameleon. I'm doing the talking now. Give me that bag, quick. They're the only evidence you've got that I killed that infernal housemaid, Fanny Bilkins. Now, let's have them.
When I take you in, Raymond Colby, it'll be for 2 murders. But, anyway, here are the jewels.
You're not taking me in.
No?
By the time they find your body, Chameleon, I'll be out of the country. Got any last wishes, cop?
Mm-hmm. I'd like to tell you how I caught up with you, Raymond Colby.
I'm interested, but hold your gab to 3 minutes.
through a careful study of police records extending from New York to Sydney, Australia. You murdered the woman who owned those jewels, Lady Ashton Burl, in Australia 5 years ago.
That's past history, Chameleon, but suppose I did.
The one living man who knew you did was your murdered housemaid's father, a petty criminal named Ed Bilkins. And he followed you here, forced you to hire his daughter Fanny as a maid in your house, and then blackmailed you into a promise to marry her with your mysteriously and criminally acquired wealth.
Anything else, Chameleon? You've got 30 seconds left.
Only this, Raymond. Don't move, Colby. You hear me, Colby? I said don't move. That's odd. He doesn't answer. Colby? What? Oh, why did I have to become a policeman? Police headquarters? This is Chameleon. Connect me with Detective Arnold, please. Dave? Listen, Dave. Send the dead wagon out, please. Yes, the dead wagon. Well, I'm afraid I killed a man. Yes, the murder of Fanny Bilkins. I hit a fatal spot by mistake. I know, Dave, it's all in the line of duty, but still...
And with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. Have you ever tried breaking an aspirin tablet to give your children the dosage your doctor has prescribed? If you have, then you'll appreciate the new children's-size Bayer aspirin tablets. These tablets are genuine Bayer aspirin, but they contain only half the amount of the regular-size Bayer aspirin tablets, and thus you can give your child the proper dosage as prescribed by your physician, and you can do it conveniently. And because they're made so you can break them right in half, it's also easy for you to give still smaller dosages whenever necessary. Another thing you'll appreciate is that they're uncolored and unflavored and therefore cannot be mistaken for candy, and you can use them with confidence. For the fact that doctors prescribe Bayer aspirin, single active ingredient, even for the smallest children, shows how gentle and dependable it is. The bottle and carton are plainly marked, children's size Bayer aspirin. 30 tablets for 25 cents. Listen next Wednesday night at this same time for Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, in The Greenhouse Murder Case. The part of Mr. Chameleon is played by Carl Swenson, with dialogue by Frank Hummert from the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert. Music directed by Victor Arden. The members of our cast join with our sponsors in wishing all their listeners a Merry Christmas. Your announcer is Howard Claney.
Scientific studies show that the only sensible way to help prevent tooth decay is to keep your teeth thoroughly clean at all times. This is because teeth that are free of decay-breeding deposits and film actually resist decay. And to clean them, use powder. For there's nothing you can get that cleans teeth like powder. Thanks to its remarkable cleaning power, Dr. Lyon's tooth powder almost instantly helps remove deposits and film in which bacteria form, bacteria that cause tooth decay. So to help prevent tooth decay before it gets started, use Dr. Lyon's tooth powder. Ask for either regular or ammoniated Dr. Lyon's tooth powder.
Listen for Mr. Chameleon in The Greenhouse Murder Case next Wednesday night at this time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Next, Mr. Chameleon and the Dream House Murder Case. tonight we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters in his famous cases of crime and murder. Brought to you by the makers of genuine Bayer aspirin and Phillips Milk of Magnesia tablets. Mr. Chameleon, as you know, is the famous and dreaded detective who frequently uses a disguise to track down a killer. A disguise which at all times is recognized by the audience. Tonight we give you Mr. Chameleon in The Dream House Murder Case. The scene opens in the charming dream house of Philip Adams and his wife Molly. The kind of little house so many of us dream of having one day. But over this one, the clouds of murder are slowly, ominously gathering as we hear Philip say,
Molly, do you still think this is the most wonderful house in the world?
Of course I do, Philip. And so do you.
I did at first, but now...
Now what, silly?
Oh, Molly, do you ever get a feeling there's something strange about it?
What?
Something dreadful. Something fearful.
What on earth are you talking about, Philip?
Molly, I've got to tell you the truth. I can't stand living here any longer.
But, Philip, it's our dream house.
Oh, but there are other dream houses, dear. We can sell this one and buy another.
But, Philip...
I have a premonition. If we keep on living here, something unspeakably terrible will happen to us.
Philip, darling, you've been working too hard. You're getting unwholesome ideas. You need a rest.
Rest? When I walk the floors of this house all night, think of it all day, let's get rid of it. You love me, don't you?
Yes, dear. And that's why I won't let you give up our dream house. Oh, that's the doorbell. I'll answer it. Oh, Mrs. Wall, come in.
While you were out, somebody left this package for you at my house, Molly.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Wall.
Oh, no trouble at all, Molly. Oh, good evening, Philip. How are you?
I'm all right, Mrs. Wall. But Molly thinks I'm crazy.
What? Oh, I don't think any such thing.
I wish you'd help me convince Molly we should sell this house.
Philip has a silly idea. Something dreadful will happen to us if we stay living here.
I'll go mad if we don't get out. I can't stand it another day.
Well, I guess that's something for you to settle between yourselves. I've got to run back home. Bye.
Bye. Well, I wonder what's in this package. I don't remember ordering anything. Look, Philip. It's a perfectly beautiful cake.
Throw that cake away, Molly. You don't know where it came from. It may be poisoned.
It comes from Ballard's Bakery, and they don't make poisoned cake.
I tell you, throw it away.
Just to show you how silly you are, Philip, I'm going to cut a piece and eat it.
Don't eat that, Molly.
Silly? It's a little stale, but tastes marvelous. Philip, help.
Molly. Molly!
I'm dying. I'm dying.
This is the house, Mr. Chameleon.
Mm-hmm. There's a gray-haired woman at the door.
Are you the police?
Yes, I'm Chameleon, and this is Detective Arnold.
Well, my name is Mrs. Wall. I live next door.
I see.
The poor murdered lady's husband's all done in. Got him stretched on a sofa in there.
His name is Philip Adams, and his murdered wife is Molly. Is that right?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon. Her body's in there.
Mrs. Wall, do you know what happened here?
I just got here myself, Mr. Chameleon. And Philip was so mixed up he couldn't talk. Poor man.
All right, come along, Dave. We'll look at the body. She died while eating a piece of cake.
Uh-huh. Piece of it's still in her hand.
Well, obviously the cake was poisoned, Dave. Yes, no question of it.
Looks like she just got it. There's the whole cake on the table with the box and wrappings.
Yes, with only one piece cut from it. All right, now let's talk to the husband. Mrs. Wall, will you please show us to the murdered girl's husband?
He's in that room over there, Mr. Chameleon. But he's in no condition to talk now.
Well, we'll step back to see him anyway, Mrs. Wall. Are you Philip Adams? I'm Chameleon of the police.
I knew something like this would happen if Molly and I stayed on in this accursed house. She called it her dream house. I had a premonition it was a murder house.
What gave you that idea, Philip?
I don't know. I just had it, that's all.
Well, your wife met her death by a piece of cake that was poisoned. I don't get the connection between it and this house.
I begged her not to touch that cake, Mr. Chameleon. Oh, but she thought I was crazy. She thought I was crazy, too, when I told her there was something horrible about this house. I wanted to sell it, get out of it, never see it again.
Now, try to calm down, Philip.
Mr. Chameleon, can't you realize my wife is in the next room, murdered?
And I am here to find her murderer.
You never will, Mr. Chameleon. You never will. It's supernatural.
There is nothing supernatural about a poisoned cake, Philip. Why did you beg your wife not to eat it?
Because she didn't know where it came from, Mr. Chameleon. She didn't know where it came from.
She didn't know where it came from.
That's just the point. That's why I was afraid of it.
Well, it got here some way, Philip.
Of course it did. Mrs. Wall brought it.
What? Mrs. Wall brought the poisoned cake here? The same Mrs. Wall that I've just been talking to?
Yes.
Well, that settles the whole affair, then.
Oh, let me finish, Mr. Chameleon. Somebody tried to deliver the cake here when Molly was out and left it at Mrs. Wall's next door. She took it in and brought it over later.
Well, well. Try to get a rest, Philip. I'll see you later. Mrs. Wall?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon.
Why didn't you tell me that you brought the cake that poisoned Molly into this house?
What? I bring it?
Philip told me that you did.
Was that package I brought here the cake?
What did you think it was? You know a cake when you see one, don't you?
Certainly, but this one was in a box.
Mm-hmm. A box with Ballard's Bakery special marshmallow cake printed on it. What's the answer to that?
Don't try making out I killed Molly Adams. Why should I poison her?
I have no idea. All I know is that you brought the cake here that killed her.
I didn't know it was a cake. It was all done up in heavy wrapping paper.
Exactly where did you get that cake, Mrs. Wall?
A young man left it at my house next door. Asked me if I'd be kind enough to give it to Molly Adams when she got home.
Did this delivery boy come from Ballard's Bakery?
No, Mr. Chameleon. Ballard's is cash and carry.
Mm-hmm. You get things there, too, eh?
Well, nearly everybody in the neighborhood does.
I see.
Well, if you're finished up with me, Mr. Chameleon, I'd like to get back home. I'm expecting some company. We're going to hold a seance tonight.
The what, Mrs. Wall? A seance?
Yes, a seance. I'm trying to talk to my husband from his grave. You know what I mean. Talk to his spirit. It's high time I did.
We're in a nut house, Mr. Chameleon.
Is that so, Detective Arnold?
One moment, Dave. Let Mrs. Wall go on. No doubt she has some very good reason for wanting to communicate with her deceased husband.
I certainly have, Mr. Chameleon. My husband built this row of dream houses. Now he won't let me live peaceful in mine. Night after night he comes back to haunt the place and scare me half to death.
This dame is nuts, Mr. Chameleon. And so's the murdered woman's husband. The place for both of them is a loony bin.
I think Mrs. Wall is a thoroughly sane person, Dave. Go on, Mrs. Wall. You were saying...
I was saying he comes back and scares me to death out of his grave. But he won't say a word.
You actually see your dead husband's spirit, then?
No. All he does is throw pebbles against my window, turn things upside down on the kitchen porch. He's trying to chase me out of the house we both lived in. That's why I say it's high time for me to communicate with his spirit.
Yes, I understand, Mrs. Wall. Well, go home to your seance now.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chameleon. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Wall.
Hey, have you gone nuts too, Mr. Chameleon? I'm sorry, but I mean, what's it all about?
The question in my mind, Dave, is did Mrs. Wall tell that fantastic story to the murdered woman's husband, Philip?
What?
See, it might be that Mrs. Wall was trying to frighten him into selling this house for reasons of her own. She looks too down to earth to me to believe in ghosts.
Want me to ask Philip about it?
No, I'll do that myself. You take the poisoned cake in the box that came into Ballard's Bakery.
Okay.
Find out if the cake actually was baked there, Dave.
Gotcha, Mr. Chameleon.
And rush the paper it was wrapped in to fingerprints right away. We'll soon see whether anybody delivered that cake to Mrs. Wall or not. Philip, you said you had a premonition of danger in this house and urged your wife to let you sell it.
Yes, Mr. Chameleon. I was in deadly fear for Molly and me to live here.
I imagine you got that feeling because Mrs. Wall next door told you of the dread that she had of living in her own house.
Yes, she did, Mr. Chameleon. There's something supernatural about these accursed dream houses her husband built.
Don't get excited again, Philip.
I can't help getting excited. My wife, Molly, is lying in there murdered. Heaven only knows why.
When the medical examiner gets here, he'll give you something to quiet you down, Philip. Hold on to yourself, old man. I think I'll phone the commissioner. Something darned queer about this case.
Hello, Commissioner of Police speaking.
This is Chameleon, Commissioner.
Oh, yes, Chameleon.
Try to get a line, will you, on a building contractor named Wall, who died a few months ago, and also on his widow.
Wall, you say, Chameleon?
Yes, Commissioner. Wahl. Does that ring a bell?
I'm not sure, but I think it does. I'll have it looked up.
Okay, Commissioner. Goodbye. Well.
Mr. Chameleon?
Did you get anything at Ballard's Bakery on the poison cake, Dave?
Ballard says he sold nearly 100 cakes like it yesterday, Mr. Chameleon.
Sold them yesterday? Not today?
Yes, sir. Marshmallow cake is a Tuesday specialty there. He's got no idea who all bought them.
Well, did you ask him if Mrs. Wall had bought one, Dave?
He knows Mrs. Wall, all right. But he can't remember whether she was in yesterday or not, Mr. Chameleon.
That's a tough break, Dave.
Mr. Chameleon, here's a letter I just found among Molly's papers. Read it.
From a real estate firm, Jones and Abel.
Read what it says, Mr. Chameleon.
Mr. Philip Adams, dear sir, since we have received no reply to our previous letter, our client will withdraw the offer of $18,000 for your house on Saturday of this week unless we hear from you before then.
What do you make of that, Mr. Chameleon? What does it mean?
It seems that somebody was trying to buy your dream house, Philip, and your murdered wife was afraid to tell you because she didn't want you to sell it. Incidentally, it's dated 2 weeks ago.
If Molly had given me that letter, we'd have been out of this house. She wouldn't be lying in there, dead.
When we know who was trying to buy your house, Philip, we'll know who the murderer is.
Mr. Chameleon and the Dream House murder case continues in just a moment. If you've tried one thing after another in a vain effort to relieve upset stomach, gas, heartburn, and other unpleasant symptoms of acid indigestion, listen to the wonderful news about a marvelous preparation called Phillips Tablets that is bringing more and more people the quick, effective relief they've always hoped for. You'll find that Phillips Tablets ease away acid indigestion so quickly you feel like a new person almost at once. The reason Phillips Tablets bring you such remarkably fast relief is they contain one of the fastest, most effective stomach sweeteners ever discovered by medical science. Besides giving you incredibly fast acid indigestion relief, Phillips Milk of Magnesia tablets also provide pleasant relief, for they have a clean peppermint flavor that leaves your mouth feeling so wonderful lots of people find them as refreshing to take as after-dinner mints. So whenever you have acid indigestion, let 2 or 3 flavorful Phillips tablets melt in your mouth and see how quickly you feel fine again. Always carry Phillips tablets in your pocket or purse to take after meals or wherever you may be when acid indigestion causes you distress. Pocket-sized tins of 30 tablets cost only 25 cents. Ask for Phillips Tablets. And now back to Mr. Chameleon and the Dream House murder case. When Molly Adams is murdered by poison in the charming little home which she had called her dream house, Mr. Chameleon learns that her husband, Philip Adams, had a morbid fear of the place. A next-door neighbor, Mrs. Wall, whose dead husband built the house, is also involved. But Mr. Chameleon has just discovered that someone has been trying to buy the house, and a few minutes later we see him and Detective Dave Arnold in the real estate office of Jones and Abel. We hear Mr. Chameleon saying to a young woman seated at a desk in the residence sales department,
I'm Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters, and this is Detective Arnold.
Oh, yes, I've read about you in the papers, Mr. Chameleon. My name is Lucy Pearson.
Well, I've spoken to your employers, Lucy, and they tell me that you made an offer in behalf of a client to purchase a house owned by a Mr. Philip Adams.
Yes, I did, Mr. Chameleon. But Mr. Adams never answered our letters.
Who was the client that made the offer, Lucy?
Why, it was made by a Mrs. Otto Wall. She lives next door.
You say that Mrs. Wall was your client? Are you certain of that?
Oh, yes. Mrs. Wall's husband built a whole row of houses on that street before he died. He advertised them as your dream house. They were lovely houses at the price.
Philip Adams' wife, Molly, was murdered in one of those houses.
What? Mr. Adams' wife murdered? What a dreadful thing to happen. I guess Mrs. Wall is glad now that Mr. Adams didn't accept her offer. It's almost impossible to sell a house where a murder took place.
Did Mrs. Wall mention why she wanted to buy Mr. Philip Adams' house?
No, I guess she didn't like them as neighbors.
I may ask you to testify that Mrs. Wall made that offer through you, Lucy.
Yes, Mr. Chameleon.
Good girl, Lucy. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Pearson. I told you that Wall woman was bugs, Mr. Chameleon. She's yowling about being afraid of living in her own house because of her old man haunting it. And then we find out she's trying to buy the house next door. Plain nuts.
Uh-huh. Very queer, Dave. Let's get back to headquarters. The commissioner will have a report on my desk. The name Wall rang a bell in his mind. And I think it's also ringing one in mine. Well, Dave, here's the report the commissioner promised. Mrs. Wall's late husband, Otto, got a stretch for bank robbery years ago. That fits in with these.
Huh? Oh, they're $20 gold pieces. Where'd you get them, Mr. Chameleon? Gold was withdrawn from circulation on government order in the 30s.
Right you are, Dave. I got these out of a chamois-lined bag the murdered Molly Adams had on her body. And they have dried up particles of mud on them.
And this report on the late Otto Wall says the loot from the job he pulled was never recovered.
Everything ties together, Dave. Let's start moving.
Where to, Mr. Chameleon? To that Wall dame's house?
Where else, Dave?
Oh, Mr. Chameleon. I'm Detective Arnold. Come in.
Thank you. I stopped by, Mrs. Wall, to ask if your seance was successful this evening. Did you make contact with your dead husband's spirit?
No, nothing come off. What's more, he was throwing pebbles against my window right before you came. He's trying to drive me out of this house, doing it from his grave, Mr. Chameleon.
Mrs. Wall, would you know a $20 gold piece if you saw one?
Oh, what's that got to do with my husband's spirit haunting me, Mr. Chameleon?
Here are 3 of them, Mrs. Wall.
So what?
I found them on the body of Molly Adams, your next-door neighbor. I think she found them in an unfinished part of the cellar in her house.
Huh?
Is that where your husband buried the loot he robbed a bank to get? Is that why you attempted to terrorize Philip Adams into selling his house to you?
What? Me? Tried to buy that house?
Oh, come now. We have a credible witness that you did. Lucy Pearson is her name. She's with the real estate firm of Jones and Abel.
Lucy Pearson? I never heard of her. And let me tell you something else.
Tell me what?
My husband didn't build that wing on Philip Adams' house where the cellar ain't finished. Phil put that on himself before he married Molly.
No, did he really, Mrs. Wall? Let's go, Dave. Don't leave this house, Mrs. Wall. Goodbye.
And I thought she was nuts, Mr. Chameleon.
You hustle back to headquarters, Dave. See what fingerprints they found on the paper the poisoned cake was wrapped in. I am going next door to see the murdered woman's husband a moment. Philip, I must know something from you.
What, Mr. Chameleon? What?
Who built the extra wing on this house? Mrs. Wall says that you did. I don't believe her.
Mrs. Wall built it herself. She took over her husband's contracting and building business after he died.
These 3 $20 gold pieces.
What?
They were in a chamois bag on your wife's body. Did she ever mention them to you?
Oh, no. Where did my wife, Molly, get them, Mr. Chameleon?
I don't know yet, Philip. Now, don't say anything to Mrs. Wall about them. You be very careful that you don't.
Oh, I won't. I won't. I promise not to, Mr. Chameleon.
The reason I tell you is that we have evidence that Mrs. Wall is the client who tried to buy your house.
What? Well, then she'll try to kill me, too.
I warned her not to leave her house. Now, take it easy, Philip. Good night.
Trying to buy Molly's dream house, was she? Well, I won't sell it. I'll stay here till Molly's killer is brought to heel.
Well, for your sake, I hope I can do that, Philip.
And now it is 2 hours later in Mr. Chameleon's office at headquarters, and we hear him impatiently asking Detective Dave Arnold,
Dave, won't that fingerprint report ever come in?
The boys are screening the whole country like you ordered, Mr. Chameleon. Now, look, you've got the tin of poison from Mrs. Wall's kitchen that matches the poison in the cake. You've got the $20 gold pieces. What more do we want?
The report on the fingerprints. From the paper the poison cake was wrapped in. What is the delay?
Oh, Mr. Chameleon, while we're waiting, what's the idea of that disguise you're wearing? You look like a picture from the book. And what's that stick you're carrying?
That's a divining rod, Dave, that points to buried treasure. My disguise is that of old Nicholas Marker, finder of lost treasure with his divining rod.
Hey, good idea. I guess that's the fingerprint report now. Thanks, Foley. Here's the report, Mr. Chameleon.
Uh-huh. Well, this clinches it, Dave. Get Lucy Pearson, the real estate girl, quick. Take her to the murder house and have Mrs. Wall and Philip there, too, in the unfinished part of the cellar.
Okay.
Now, here is the voice of my disguise, Dave.
You, bring your spade for digging like Mr. Chameleon told you to, Detective Arnold?
Okay, Mr. Chameleon. I'll introduce you to them as Nicholas Marker, treasure finder.
And a few minutes later, we hear Mr. Chameleon speaking in the voice of his disguise as he enters the earth-floored cellar of the murder house.
You, bring that spade for digging like Mr. Chameleon told you to, Detective Arnold?
Who is this man, Detective Arnold?
I'm, old Nicholas Marker. Guess you're Mrs. Wall, huh?
Yes, I am. What are you doing here?
See this divining rod in my hand, Miss Wall? Magic, ma'am. When I hold it this way, point to buried gold. That is, if there's any here.
Think I believe in that kind of poppycock?
Mr. Chameleon told me you believe in spirits haunting you, ma'am. This divining rod's no different.
Get on with your work, Nicholas. Don't lose time gabbing.
Okay, Detective Arnold. Start in this corner. Look, divining rod points over there. Dig that spot up. Now, let's find out.
In all my born days, I've never seen such nonsense.
Shut up, Mrs. Wall. Jumping cats, your divining rod is right, Nicholas. Look at this. A box of $20 gold pieces.
I told Mr. Chameleon this wing to the house was built after my husband died.
Mr. Chameleon told me, too, ma'am, but this was the backyard then. Mr. Chameleon figures you tried to buy this here dream house to get the loot your robber husband stashed here.
Sure, Nicholas. And when Mrs. Wall couldn't buy it, she dished up a poison cake to Mr. Philip Adams' wife because the poor girl wouldn't give up her dream house.
That's a lie. I didn't know my husband had buried the loot here. Oh, but maybe that's why he's been haunting me. What he was coming back from his grave to tell me.
Oh, tell that to my aunt, Mrs. Wall.
So that's why my wife, Molly, was murdered.
Looks that way, Philip.
Heaven help us all.
Hey, Detective Arnold. Divining rod of mine's acting funny. You see, it's pointing over there. Must be more gold there. Dig up that spot.
He's wrong, Detective Arnold. That spot was dug up because there was a leak in the sewer.
Dig it up anyway, Arnold. Old Nicholas Marker's divining rod ain't ever been wrong yet.
Okay, Nicholas.
No, you don't, Detective Arnold. Give me that spade. This is my house. I won't have that cellar dug up anymore. There's nothing there.
Move one more step, Philip, and I'll shoot you down. Dig up that spot, Dave.
Okay, Mr. Chameleon.
Oh, Mr. Chameleon in disguise.
Right, Chameleon the cop. Keep digging, Dave.
Great Scott, Mr. Chameleon. It's the decomposed body of a woman.
No!
Mrs. Wall's husband must have killed a woman and buried her here, Mr. Chameleon. I sensed this dream house of Molly's was a murder house. I sensed it.
It's the body of your first wife, Philip Adams. The woman you killed before you married Molly.
What are you saying, Chameleon?
Your fingerprints on the wrapping paper of the poison cake you sent Molly matched those in an unsolved murder case in Brooklyn. You killed Molly because you saw those $20 gold pieces she found in this cellar. And you were afraid she'd go further and find the body of the other woman you murdered.
Keep Philip Adams away from me, Mr. Chameleon. He got me to write that letter to buy the dream house. He said we'd take the money and go away. I loved him.
He used you as a dupe, Lucy.
Oh, no.
And he terrorized Mrs. Wall next door by throwing pebbles against her window and gave her the idea her husband was haunting her, a trick to make it look like he was afraid to live in this house when he couldn't have been blasted out of it with dynamite.
How did you get me, Chameleon?
I found this bag of pebbles in your room, Philip. The poison cake you sent your wife was stale. Only a man would send a stale cake. And the letter from Jones and Abel wasn't stamped and mailed. You brought it here yourself. The case looked complicated, but it wasn't. All right, Dave, take him. The dream house murder is solved.
And with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. The very first thing to do when you feel a cold coming on is to take genuine Bayer aspirin. You should do this before you do anything else. Because a cold is almost always accompanied by muscular aches and pains and a headachy, feverish feeling. And it's important that you relieve this distress, relieve it quickly. No matter what you do to try to stop or shorten a cold, we think your doctor will tell you it's sound advice. And one reason Bayer aspirin provides the relief you want, makes you feel better fast, is that it's actually ready to go to work in 2 seconds. And remember, Bayer aspirin's single active ingredient is so gentle to the system that doctors regularly prescribe it even for small children. That's why it's been used by millions of normal people without ill effect. So at the first sign of a cold, before you do anything else, take Bayer aspirin. And when you buy, ask for Bayer aspirin, not just for aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. Listen next Wednesday night at this same time for Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, in The Fairy Godmother, Murder Clue. The part of Mr. Chameleon is played by Carl Swenson, with dialogue written by Frank Hummert from the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert. It is directed by Richard Leonard, with music by Victor Arden. Your announcer is Howard Claney.
Has a change in your smile stolen some of the sparkle from your personality? Then perhaps it's because you've changed your way of cleaning teeth in the last year in an effort to prevent tooth decay. So if your teeth are no longer as white and bright as they were, try a dentifrice that not only helps prevent tooth decay, but also whitens and brightens your teeth, really cleans them. And no dentifrice cleans teeth like powder. Try Dr. Lyon's tooth powder, and if you don't agree that it gets your teeth cleaner than your present dentifrice, whitens and brightens them so your smile gleams with all its old-time luster, return the package, and your money will be refunded. Get either regular or ammoniated Dr. Lyon's tooth powder.
Listen for Mr. Chameleon in The Fairy Godmother, Murder Clue, next Wednesday night at this time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Mr. Chameleon in The Case of Murder and the $1 Million Smile. Tonight we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Police Headquarters in another of his celebrated cases of crime and murder. Mr. Chameleon, as you know, is the dreaded detective who frequently uses a disguise to track down a killer, a disguise which at all times is recognized by the audience. Tonight, The Case of Murder and the $1 Million Smile. The opening scene of tonight's murder case is the drawing room of a richly appointed mansion overlooking Gramercy Park. The master of the house, the elderly philanthropist, Julian Ford, has sent them to share his home. And now as they enter the drawing room, the old man smiles at them, little change and horrible consequences.
Come in, children. Come in.
You wanted to see us, Uncle Julian?
Nothing is wrong, I hope, sir. In fact, I have news for you and Ethel, which I'm sure will please you very much. Ethel, you and your husband have shared my home for some time now.
Oh, you've been very generous to us, Uncle Julian.
Nonsense. It's good for a loan. And now, in a few hours, we shall have an additional member to our little household.
An additional member?
Yes, Alan. I'm bringing a guest here. A young woman named Jennifer Gray. And
What are you saying, Uncle Julian?
Who is this Jennifer Gray?
well, she's a girl I met some weeks ago when I was taking my walk in Gramercy Park. I've seen her every day since then. She's a waitress at a little restaurant down...
You're here, to this house, to live?
Yes, Ethel, dear. She has no family or friends. And not much education, I'm afraid. But her smile. Why, the moment I saw that warm, ingratiating smile of hers, I felt drawn to her. I felt toward her as if she was the daughter...
And we understand how you must feel and how kind you always are. But this girl, you know nothing about her.
She's probably a conniving little fortune hunter, taking advantage of an old...
I assure you, Alan, she's a sweet, innocent child whom I shall bring here and perhaps someday even adopt as my daughter.
Uncle Julian, we realize how generous you are.
Too generous, perhaps, for your own good, Uncle. This young woman could be dangerous. She's a total stranger, and to bring her into this...
I'm the master of it. Now, I'm picking up Jennifer Gray at her rooming house at 7 this evening and bringing her home with me. And
As you wish, of course, Uncle Julian.
Naturally, sir.
I'm going to the study. I'll see you both later.
This is outrageous.
I always knew your uncle was eccentric, Ethel, but now he's gone stark raving mad.
Alan, if he adopts this dreadful girl, he'll leave his money to her. Every penny of it, probably. She'll be getting money that belongs to us. Money I've waited for all these years, and I won't be cheated out of it. I won't, I tell you, I won't.
Your Uncle Julian is a fool.
What are we going to do, Alan? He's bringing her here at 7 o'clock.
Don't worry, my dear. She won't be coming here at 7 o'clock. Word, Ethel, Jennifer Gray will never set foot inside this house.
Now, promptly at 7 o'clock that evening, Jennifer Gray has a rented room. And he is greeted by the landlady, Mrs. Hester Krebs, who says to him,
Jennifer, come on, I'll go along with you. I want to say goodbye to her.
Thank you, Mrs. Krebs.
Oh, you know, Mr. Ford, ain't many girls alone in New York who are as lucky as she is.
I'm the one who's lucky, Mrs. Krebs, to have met a girl like Jennifer Gray. What a sweet, lovely child. She has the nicest smile I've ever seen. So...
Well, looks like it's turned out to be. Well, she deserves a break. She's real excited about going to live in that big, elegant house of yours. Here we are. This is her room.
Jennifer, my dear, it's Mr. Ford. I've come for you.
That's queer.
Jennifer, are you in there?
No,
Jennifer, why didn't you... Oh, Mr. Ford, look. There on the bed. Oh, it's Jennifer Gray.
Dear heaven. There's a knife in her throat. Mrs. Krebs, call the police. Hurry. The poor girl's been murdered.
Now, half an hour later, we find Mr. Chameleon, the famed and dreaded detective, and his assistant, Detective Dave Arnold, in the murdered girl's room. Mr. Chameleon says,
Dave, Jennifer Gray was stabbed to death sometime shortly before 7 o'clock tonight.
Looks as though...
Overturned bureau drawers, papers scattered over the floor. Whoever was here must have been looking for something.
This is horrible, Mr. Chameleon. Horrible.
You're Julian Ford, aren't you? The millionaire with a reputation for helping people.
Well, I made my money through pure good luck, Mr. Chameleon, when they found copper on some property I owned. I always felt I wanted to...
Like Jennifer Gray, for instance?
Yes. I have a house on Gramercy Park where my niece, Ethel, and her husband live with me. And I'd invited Jennifer to stay with me, too.
How well did you know the murdered girl, Mr. Ford?
Well, I was attracted by her simplicity and charm, and we became great friends. And now she's been murdered, and it's my fault.
Your fault, Mr. Ford?
Because if I'd arrived half an hour earlier, she might never have been murdered.
Mr. Chameleon, I found this on the floor.
Oh, let's have it, Dave. Obviously expensive. Mrs. Krebs, you're the landlady here?
That's right, Mr. Chameleon, and I run the pawn shop next door. There's only one I knew of, Mickey Collins. And they had a terrible fight last night.
A quarrel? What about?
How should I know, Mr. Chameleon? But I heard them arguing up here in her room. He sounded at number 712.
Dave, have Mickey Collins picked up and brought to police headquarters with Jennifer Gray, and if it led to her murder.
Jennifer's dead. I loved her.
Come now, Mickey Collins, pull yourself together.
You had a fight with Jennifer Gray the night before her death. Maybe you wound up that fight by killing her.
That's a lie. Yes, I went to see Jennifer last night, sure, but I didn't quarrel with her. I wanted her to go back to Cedar Springs with me, Mr. Chameleon. Jennifer and I grew up there together.
And when she wouldn't go back, you threatened...
Tell you, last month, she left town and came here to New York without any explanation. I followed her and traced her here to the rooming house last night. She was living in terror of her life.
In terror of her life, Collins? What did she mean?
She told me she'd found out something and wanted to go to the police. But she was afraid to. Afraid and pleaded, but she wouldn't explain.
It sounds like a phony yarn to me, Collins. It's much more likely you got angry and jealous because she was going to live in that millionaire's house. So jealous it drove you to murder.
That's not true, Detective Arnold. Sure, I wanted to marry Jennifer. But I was...
Possibly, Collins. Or, as Detective Arnold suggests, you may have wanted to stop her from walking out of your life and invented the story of her being terrified. But that remains to be seen. You may go for the present.
Pretty emotional guy, that Mickey Collins.
Yes, but he could be telling the truth, Dave. A young... But afraid of whom? And why? Dave, let's drive over to Julian Ford's house. I'd like to have another talk with him.
And meanwhile, in the drawing room of the home of the millionaire philanthropist Julian Ford, his niece Ethel is...
Ellen! Ellen, where in heaven's name have you been?
Keep your voice down, will you, Ethel? Where's your uncle?
Uncle Julian's in the study. Oh, Ellen, that him?
Yes, what about her?
She was found murdered, stabbed to death at her rooming house. Uncle Julian came home a few minutes ago and told me that Detective Mr. Chameleon is on the case.
Chameleon? He's supposed to...
Won't have to worry about Jennifer Gray threatening our security any longer. We can... Alan, what's the matter?
Ethel, listen, comes here. I want you to tell him I didn't leave this house all day.
But that isn't true. Alan, where have you been since 5 o'clock?
Never mind that. But you're to tell this Detective Chameleon I was in this house all day. Can you get that through your head, Ethel? My very life may depend on what you say to him.
Mr. Chameleon in The Case of Murder and the $1 Million Smile will return in just a moment. A refreshing note about the music baritone Donald Richards as host There's music in the air. Tonight offers a wonderful lineup of Viennese favorites with Alfredo Antonini's orchestra playing strictly from Danube melodies. Another's new musical, Can Can. Tenor Clark Dennis, soprano Francis Greer, vocal Eddie Johnson and the Serenaders join in the festa presented by CBS Radio later tonight. And now, back to Mr. Chameleon in The Case of Murder and the $1 Million Smile. Death in her rented room just before moving to the home of the rich philanthropist, Julian Owens, who was in love with her, that Jennifer feared for her life. Now, at Julian's at her husband, who was saying to her tensely,
Ethel, when Mr. Chameleon gets here, you ought to tell him I didn't leave this house all day.
But, Alan, that's not true. You went out of the house at 5 o'clock, right after Uncle Julian told us about his bringing Jennifer Gray to live with us. Where did you go? Where have you been?
Never mind that. You ought to say that I depend on it.
That is a very interesting statement, Mr. Alan Drake.
What?
Who are you? And that man with you?
I'm Detective Arnold, and this is Mr. Chameleon of the police.
Oh, Mr. Chameleon.
And you, I take it, are Julian Ford's niece, Ethel, and this is your husband.
How did you get in here?
Yes, we didn't hear you.
Obviously not, Mr. Drake. However, Detective Arnold and I heard you very clearly, asking hardly. And a man doesn't need an alibi unless he's hiding something, like murder, for instance.
No. No, Alan didn't kill Jennifer Gray.
Be quiet, Ethel. Mr. Chameleon, what you're suggesting is ridiculous. A total stranger.
Perhaps for a very logical motive, Alan Drake. Self-protection.
Self-protection.
Perhaps even planning to legally adopt her as his daughter.
Why?
As matters now stand, your wife inherits Julian Ford's entire fortune. However, if Jennifer Gray had come here, had been adopted by him, you...
No right to say that. We didn't present that girl coming here. When Uncle Julian told us, we were delighted about it.
Of course we were.
Mr. Drake, Detective Arnold and I overheard you warning your wife to tell us that you hadn't left her. Where were you between 5 o'clock and 7 this evening?
I was out because I didn't want to become a suspect in that girl's murder.
You've already made yourself a very strong suspect, Mr. Drake. You had plenty of time to go to Jennifer Gray's room and stab her.
No. No, he didn't. Alan wouldn't.
And as for you, Mrs. Drake, you also had a motive. The threat of losing your inheritance, and with it possibly your husband's love as well.
Oh, stop it. I didn't go near Jennifer Gray's rooming house.
And neither did I.
It's no use, my boy. Tell them the truth.
Uncle Julian.
Come in, please, Mr. Ford.
Alan, if you'll be honest with Mr. Chameleon, we can help you.
What are you trying to do? Involve me in murder?
Oh, you're already involved, Alan. Mr. Chameleon already knows you were in Jennifer Gray's room.
This is your lighter, isn't it, Mr. Drake? It has the initials A.D. engraved on it.
All right. Yes, it's mine. Believe me.
Alan.
I went to see her to persuade her to change her mind about coming to live here. When I opened the door to her room, she was lying across the bed with a knife in her throat. It was horrible.
Oh.
And I didn't call the police because I didn't want her murder pinned on me.
Alan. Oh, Alan, you said that she would never set foot in this house, but I never dreamt you meant to...
Ethel, you little fool. I told you I didn't kill her. What are you trying to do, send me to the electric chair?
All I wanted was to help that girl. If I...
Mr. Chameleon, look. I found something. Here, take it.
What is it, Mr. Chameleon?
A bracelet, Dave. A diamond bracelet.
What? What would a girl like Jennifer Gray be doing with a diamond bracelet? Uncle Julian, had you been...
Certainly not.
I doubt if your uncle gave her this one, at any rate. This bracelet looks like some jewelry that was reported stolen some weeks ago.
Stolen? Oh, no. No, I don't believe it.
The fact this bracelet was discovered in her room doesn't mean that she stole it, Mr. Ford. As for you, Alan, I have not arrested you yet. But don't leave the house until you hear from me.
I swear I'm innocent, Mr. Chameleon. I swear it.
Bracelet. I don't get it.
I think I'm beginning to get it now, Dave. When we get to headquarters, I want you to check on something. Case. The one she was in the middle of packing when she was murdered. I have a feeling an important clue may be in that suitcase.
And later at Central Police Headquarters, Mr. Chameleon is in the office of the police commissioner. The murdered girl's valise is...
Suitcase was brought in exactly as it was, Chameleon. She must have been packing it to move to Julian Ford's house when she was murdered.
Yes, so I gather, Commissioner. Enough, Commissioner, I've already found it. But not among her clothes.
Oh, excuse me. Police Commissioner speaking. Chameleon, Lieutenant Dale calling.
Oh, thanks. Lieutenant Dale, you're calling? You found it, eh? Yes. Yes, go on. Dale, thank you very much. Did you check on what I asked you to?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon, and you were right. The landlady, Mrs. Krebs, who runs pawn shop next door to Jennifer Gray's rooming house, has a police record, sure enough.
I thought I recognized her.
5 years ago, she was arrested for using her pawn shop as a fence. She was charged with being a receiver of stolen goods.
She's still in the girl's room. Looks like the stolen bracelet.
Great Scott. Young Mickey Collins, who was in love with Jennifer Gray, said she had discovered something and was terrified.
Mr. Chameleon, Jennifer would go to the police. And maybe she had the stolen bracelet in the murder room to make it look like Jennifer Gray was a thief.
Dave, I'm sure to get the proof.
What kind of a disguise, Chameleon?
I'm going to become temporarily Caleb Watson. I just arrived in town. And this will be the voice of my disguise.
Hi, Dingo. Sure feels mighty good to be down here in New York. Well, they're always talking about them smart city slickers. Let me get you up our sleeves. Yes, sirree.
Hey, that's great, Chameleon.
You want me to get all the suspects down here, Mr. Chameleon?
No, that won't be necessary. Dave, I want you to make... I'm going to pay a visit to that pawn shop of Mrs. Hester Krebs, disguised as Caleb Watson. And...
And sometime later, we see Mr. Chameleon, disguised as Caleb Watson, entering the dingy little pawn shop. The voice of his disguise says,
You, Mrs. Krebs, lady who owns this pawn shop? No, ma'am. My name is Caleb Watson. I'm Jennifer Gray's uncle. I heard about her being murdered.
Jennifer Gray was your niece?
Yeah, she of me. Mrs. Krebs, I come to claim something that belonged to Jennifer and the key to her safe deposit box.
A key? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, now, maybe you're changing the little racket you're running here. Jennifer called me yesterday saying she found...
What? You must be crazy.
Well, now, I could go to see the key you stole from Jennifer's room, and I won't.
I haven't got any key.
I'll be back. Oh, sorry, mister. Didn't see you standing in the doorway.
Why don't you watch where you're going?
Well, said I was sorry, didn't I? Dingo?
What about that key, Mrs. Krebs?
Mr. Ford, I don't know what that old fool was talking about.
Don't lie to me.
Mr. Ford, you're joking me.
Answer me. What have you done with that key?
I can't breathe.
Now, take your hands off her throat, Julian Ford.
Mr. Chameleon. It's you. You came here in disguise.
Mr. Chameleon, oh, Mr. Chameleon, you saved my life.
Were you trying to commit a second murder, Ford? Killing Jennifer Gray wasn't enough, I take it.
What? What the devil are you talking about?
I suspected you of Jennifer Gray into the trap I set for you when Detective Arnold telephoned you and asked you to come here.
Why, you're insane, Chameleon. Jennifer Gray was my friend.
She was also the daughter of Tom Gray, a man you defrauded 20 years ago when you jumped his claim to the Queen Anne copper mine. After a mysterious accident. From an old newspaper in the bottom of the murdered girl's suitcase. Also from some papers in a safe deposit. The newspaper told of Tom Gray's death at the mine. And the paper in the safe proved that he, and not you, was the legal owner of that fabulous copper mine.
Kind old man Julian Ford killed Jennifer Gray? Well, when did you suspect him?
My doubts were aroused at his home when he told his nephew Alan that I had discovered Alan's cigarette lighter in the dead girl's room. So that you couldn't have known that it was your nephew's unless you yourself had planted it there. The way Alan planted the diamond bracelet there afterwards to take suspicion.
All right, Chameleon. It's true I killed Jennifer Gray. I had to protect myself. A few days ago, Jennifer came to me with certain papers, which she, not I, was the rightful owner of the copper mine. I'd have lost everything to her.
And she might eventually have even proved that you killed her father.
No, I didn't kill Tom Gray. That was an accident. But I took over his claim to the copper mine in my own name and made a fortune on it. Restitution, but I needed time to think. So I invited her to stay in my home.
And she accepted, never dreaming that your motive was murder.
I went to her room and stabbed her. At 7, I returned with Mrs. Krebs, pretending to discover her body. I thought no one would ever suspect that I, with my reputation for philanthropy, could be...
Brutal murders I've ever encountered. Come on in, Dave. Put the handcuffs on this man. This is one time when I shall take great pleasure in watching the wheels of justice take their course.
And with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. The part of Mr. Chameleon is played based on the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert, directed by Henry Howard, with music selected by Victor Arden. Listen next Friday evening at the same time for Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, in the Tomorrow's daytime listening on CBS Radio features John Reed King's lively Give and Take quiz show and merry competition of Eileen Francis, Bill Cullen, and their opposing teams on Fun for All. Every CBS Radio, with Give and Take and Fun for All over most of these same stations. Don't miss a minute of these two delightful daytime events. Listen for Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, in The Custody of the Child murder case at the same time next week. Gangbusters go into action Saturday nights on the CBS Radio Network.
Tonight, we present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Headquarters in his most famous cases of crime and murder. Brought to you by the makers of Bayer Aspirin. For those who do not know who Mr. Chameleon is, we give a quick sketch of his character. Born of a well-to-do family and a college man, he tried from childhood to live up to the name he bore, Chameleon, by taking on the color of whatever situation in which he found himself. Appearing in endless guises, finally entering the police force, where he became known as Chameleon, the man of many faces, the underworld's most dreaded man. Throughout this series, the listener will invariably know who Mr. Chameleon is, no matter in which disguise he appears, but the criminal he's tracking seldom does. Tonight, we give you Mr. Chameleon and the case of the dead woman's eyes. Our story opens in the ornate drawing room of the Walters mansion, a monumental pile of stone in the East 60s, and despite the summer heat, the room is cool and shadowy. So cool that Mrs. Walters, middle-aged patrician, shivers a little. Or could it be from anger? Anger and a strange fear which shows in her voice as she says to the person across from her,
I can't believe that you, of all people, would do this to me.
My husband trusted you, and so did I. And now I find that you've been stealing from me. Don't deny it. You've been stealing. Oh, really, this makes me ill. Where are those soda mint tablets? The ones you gave me the other day. Oh, there, on the mantel. Give them to me, please. Thank you. They always help. Oh, that's queer. They taste so bitter. What have you given me? What have you given me? Wait! Help me! Help!
Mrs. Walters. Mrs. Walters, answer me. Mrs. Walters!
Mrs. Newell, what's the matter? What is it? Why did you... Mother!
Oh, Miss Phyllis, don't look. Please don't look. Her face... Miss Phyllis, I'm afraid your mother is dead.
And now at Central Headquarters in the office of the Commissioner of Police. With him is the famous Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, the underworld's most feared man.
Hello, Commissioner. Do you want to see me?
Yes, Chameleon, I have some news for you.
Oh, bad, no doubt.
Bad for Mrs. Walters. Mrs. Harrison P. Walters. She's dead. Committed suicide.
What? I can't believe that.
Is that your considered judgment?
Well, it's my unconsidered judgment, based on number one. I saw her just last night at the St. Regis Hotel with her daughter and a Mr. Lucas. I went over to her table. She seemed perfectly healthy, perfectly happy.
Go on. You said that was reason number one.
Well, there is no reason number two. Good Lord, Commissioner, that woman had everything. She was on top of the pile. How'd she do it?
Poison. It seems for some time she'd been carrying these pills around with her that everyone thought was soda mints. Turned out they weren't.
Who found the body?
Her housekeeper, Mrs. Newell. She heard her cry out. When she reached her, she was dead. And alone in the room. What else but suicide?
Funny. I've known so many of them, neurotics, potential suicides. But I would swear that Mrs. Walters, well, that she would never give in to the particular kind of despair that leads to suicide.
Well, get over there, will you? Dave Arnold's already there, but you know these people socially. Sort of circulate among them, unobtrusively. Sort of take on their coloring.
Hmm? You mean live up to my name, Chameleon? All right, Commissioner. You know something? It is now my considered judgment that Mrs. Harrison P. Walters did not commit suicide. Hello, Detective Sergeant Dave Arnold.
Dave to you, Mr. Chameleon. I thought you'd be along. Some swell place, this, huh?
How's it going?
Open and shut. Case of simple suicide. You, want to look at the body?
Mm-hmm. Of course, Dave, violent death is seldom simple. Oh, wait just a moment. I want to speak to the young daughter, Miss Walters. Miss Walters?
Yes? Oh, Mr. Chameleon, I heard you might be here. But why? Why did they have to send for you?
They always send for Mr. Chameleon, darling. How do you do, sir? I'm Arthur Lucas.
Yes, I remember. We met last night.
Yes, I didn't realize at the time you were the famous detective.
Well, that's because I'm rather, let's be charitable and call it nondescript.
Well, on the contrary, I'd say you're most distinguished looking.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Chameleon, this is a frightful tragedy.
Yes, frightful. I was most shocked when I heard about your mother, Miss Walters.
I know. It's so awful to think she wanted to die.
Well, perhaps she didn't. Surprising how few of us do.
But, Mr. Chameleon...
Will you excuse me, please? I must examine the body. Dave?
Yes, sir.
Have you those tablets Mrs. Walters carried with her?
Mm-hmm. Right here. Well, what are you doing?
I'm just turning back her eyelids. She died in agony, all right. Let's have one of those tablets. I want to break it open.
Oh, we know they're poisoned.
No, there are poisons and poisons, and Good Lord.
Well?
What is it?
Mr. Chameleon.
Miss Walters? Your mother was murdered.
But that's impossible. She took those tablets herself.
I'm sorry she was murdered. By a very rare and unusual poison from Rhodesia.
I didn't even know there was any in this country. Your mother, I'm sure, would have had no access to anything quite so difficult to obtain.
Mr. Chameleon, it's fantastic. A rare and deadly poison hardly known in this country. No, it's too fantastic.
Nothing, Mr. Lucas, is too fantastic for the criminal mind.
Yes, but a poison like this, if it's so hard to get...
Well, there must be some hidden somewhere, a secret supply.
But who would want to kill Mrs. Walters? What would be the motive?
What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what...
Arthur?
Ralph, I didn't hear you come in. Mr. Chameleon, this is my partner, Ralph Crane.
Mr. Chameleon, the detective?
You sound slightly incredulous.
Well, you're such a well-known investigator.
Very glad to know you, Mr. Crane. Mr. Lucas here was just about to give me a motive for Mrs. Walters' murder, and I...
Mr. Chameleon.
Yes, what is it, Dave?
The housekeeper. They checked up on her. And who do you think she is? Her name isn't Newell at all. It's Schultz, the mother of Jim Schultz.
The one at Sing Sing?
That's it. He's serving a life term for murder, and he used to handle uncut diamonds that were smuggled in from Africa.
Rhodesia.
That's it. He could have given her the poison.
Mr. Chameleon, that's what I started to tell you. Mrs. Walters was afraid of her, this Mrs. Newell, or Schultz, or whatever her name is. She thought she'd been stealing securities and money out of the library safe.
When did she tell you this, Mr. Lucas?
Just the other day. Ralph and I, as you know, were her advisors. She confided in me particularly. I was very close to her and Phyllis. And she told me she'd been suspicious of Mrs. Newell for some time. Isn't that right, Ralph?
Yes, that's right.
I hate to tell you this, but I feel I must. I feel you and I should be working together.
Yes, that's very nice of you, Mr. Lucas.
Well, what do you say, Mr. Chameleon? Shall we take her down to headquarters? You've got to admit the evidence is all against her.
I know the evidence is all against me, but I didn't kill her. I couldn't have, no matter how strong the evidence.
Mrs. Newell, over my desk there hangs a motto. The innocent must be protected. The guilty must be punished.
And you believe that?
I try to live by it.
But suppose I can't prove my innocence.
If you're innocent, Mrs. Newell...
I tell you I am.
If you're innocent, it shall be proven. And if you're not, I'm afraid that will be proven also.
Mr. Chameleon, you mean you're holding Mrs. Newell?
Yes, for questioning, Miss Walters. You see, we have to. The evidence is very, very strong against her.
Oh, it seems so awful. I don't know who to trust or not to trust anymore. Except Arthur, Mr. Lucas. With him, I feel safe.
Yes, you're marrying him very soon, aren't you?
Yes, at the end of the week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I didn't think it was that soon. However, you've been hurt and badly frightened. It's only natural, I suppose, for you to run to a safe haven.
Oh, that's so true, Mr. Chameleon. He's a good deal older than I am, but that makes me even less afraid.
Yes, I'm sure your mother felt that way about him, too.
Oh, yes, he was wonderful for both of us.
All right, Miss Walters, that's all. Would you please send in Detective Sergeant Dave Arnold? He's out in the hall. Goodbye.
Oh, Detective Sergeant Arnold, Mr. Chameleon wants you.
Okay, Miss Walters. Thanks.
You shut the door, please, Dave. Dave, tell me, what do you think of this Arthur Lucas?
Lucas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's one of those big shots down on Wall Street. He and that Crane guy. Investment counselors. Why do you ask?
Without even realizing it, he may have information in his office that would give us a lead. You see, he suspects Mrs. Newell. He told me that. And after all, her son is in Sing Sing. Now, how do we know that she isn't a front for a ring? I'd like to look around that place.
Oh, that's easy.
Well, I mean without their knowing I was doing it. If they knew, they might let something slip. They'd be there, all right, but they wouldn't know me.
You mean you'd go in there looking like somebody else?
Mm-hmm. Why not, Dave? Anyone would think this was a new routine. Is my name Chameleon? Of course I want to go in there in disguise.
But so help me, this time I don't think you'd get away with it. Those are smart men, Mr. Chameleon, and they've met you. No, sir, this time you couldn't get away with it.
Look, Dave, it's not a case of Assuming a disguise, it's a case of feeling like another person as well as looking like another person. Lucas is the sharper one of the two, but there is some particular disguise that would work with him, too. There always is, Dave. There always is. Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah?
When you're through questioning that housekeeper, Mrs. Newell, you let her go, please. But have someone tailor. Keep an eye on her.
And how?
I wonder what sort of disguise would fool Arthur Lucas. I wonder, Dave.
For heaven's sake, Ralph, relax, will you? You're driving me crazy with that endless pacing.
Well, what do you want me to do, Lucas? I'm worried sick about those account books.
I'm worried about them, too, but nobody's asked to look at them yet. And even if they are a bit irregular, that doesn't mean we're murderers.
Listen, Lucas, Chameleon's like all cops, despite his yelling that the innocent must be protected. If he got in here, he might fake the evidence against us.
And what makes you so sure he'll get in here, as you call it?
Are you kidding? Any moment, that door may open and he may walk in and we wouldn't even know it.
I'd know it.
You think you're that much smarter than all the others he's tricked?
I'm smart enough not to let Chameleon's reputation throw me into a state of helpless hysteria. I've talked to the man. I've looked him straight in the face.
And what does he look like? Can you recall his features?
He's extremely handsome.
What's the color of his eyes?
I don't know, but if you think that some childish
Listen
disguise...
to me. Art Kavanaugh was a smart operator. Chameleon got him by posing as a confidence man. And the case of that fake insurance ring, he got them all by pretending he was a man over 80. And that actress who killed her husband, he got...
Oh, excuse me. I thought you gentlemen was gone.
Not yet, in about an hour.
Oh, okay, I'll be back.
Who was that?
New charwoman? Did you think it might be Chameleon?
Now, don't laugh.
Listen, Ralph. I'm worried about the books, too, but I'm hanged if I'll show it. As for Chameleon, he won't get away with a thing. I'll recognize him. He won't have a chance.
Mr. Chameleon and the case of the dead woman's eyes continues in just a moment. The next time you have an ordinary headache and want quick, reliable relief, remember this. No headache tablet is ready to go to work until it has dissolved in your stomach. And because genuine Bayer aspirin starts disintegrating within 2 seconds, it's ready to go to work almost at once. Now, to actually see Bayer aspirin's remarkable disintegrating action, simply drop one of these tablets in a glass of water. Before it reaches the bottom of the glass, the tablet will start to disintegrate. You'll have visual proof that Bayer aspirin is ready to go to work almost instantly, because what it does in the glass, it does in your stomach. In addition to giving you relief that's so fast you'll be amazed, Bayer aspirin is also reliable. You see, Bayer aspirin has been used without ill effect by millions of normal people. When you buy, ask for it by its full name, Bayer aspirin. Never by the name aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. Now back to Mr. Chameleon and the case of the dead woman's eyes. It is the following morning, and in the police commissioner's office at Central Headquarters, Mr. Chameleon is leaning across the commissioner's desk, and there is no mistaking the excitement he feels.
This is it. I'm sure of it, Commissioner. It feels right, and therefore it's going to look right.
But how are you going to do it, Chameleon?
Oh, a round-shouldered stoop, as if I'd spent most of my life bending over books.
Mm-hmm.
Glasses, gray hair, shabby clothes, and most of all, a deep-seated bitterness, because I feel that I'm underpaid with all the mouths that I have to feed.
Well, that's a nice little note, considering you're a bachelor.
Hmm? No, Mr. Chameleon's a bachelor. Mr. Harry Mitchell is a very good husband and father. So go ahead, Commissioner, call them, will you? Tell them that you're sending over a police auditor to look at their books.
Hello? This is Mr. Lucas. Oh, yes, Commissioner. You what? Well, you really consider that necessary?
What's the matter?
Well, of course I'll be only too glad to cooperate. When will he be here? Tomorrow morning? Fine. Goodbye, Commissioner.
Are they sending over an auditor?
Yes, he says they're interested in how much Mrs. Newell stole.
I knew it. I knew they would.
Be quiet. I want to think.
A lot of good that'll do.
Will you be quiet? Perhaps I can manage him.
How?
The usual way.
Well, maybe you can. But I know one thing. You couldn't handle Chameleon that way. And here we sit, just waiting for him. When he gets closer and closer, just waiting. For all we know, he's already here.
Will you quit that?
No, I won't. We have a new elevator man, that new charwoman. This building's full of new people, and any one of them may be Chameleon. Well, they may be.
I said I'd recognize Chameleon. Meanwhile, I'll take a look at that new elevator man. Is he on now?
Yes, he is.
I'll be back in a few minutes. And if I were you, I'd calm down a bit.
Thinks he's so clever. He'll know Chameleon. Well, I know him, too. I spotted him yesterday. I won't be dismissed as an hysterical fool. What's that? What the devil are you doing in here?
Well, I'm cleaning the office.
Are you? You don't say. Well, you're always around pretending to clean and eavesdropping.
Oh, no, sir.
Don't give me that. You were eavesdropping just now, and you probably heard plenty. But you won't get away with it. You won't get away with it, Chameleon. I know you.
Oh, no!
Lucas, I thought it was Chameleon. I really did. I thought he had overheard us. Is she dead?
Yes, you stupid fool.
What are we going to do?
Fortunately for us, the offices around us are all closed. But even so, we can't get her out of the building. And with the police coming in tomorrow, you fool, I could kill you.
We'll have to think of something.
We will think of something.
You might have done the same thing.
If I did, my dear Ralph, I'd get the right man.
All set, Mr. Chameleon? Mr. Mitchell.
Yes, I am, Dave. Sergeant Arnold.
So help me, you seem to have shrunk to half your size.
It's the suit. A couple of sizes too large for me.
Well, I'm glad I'm not in it. Or in your shoes, either. Hey, that's funny. There's the office, Lucas and Crane, but the door's open a little.
Do they usually keep it closed?
Huh? Oh, I wondered where that voice was coming from. Yeah, they usually do. Tight closed.
Then perhaps there's something there they want someone to discover. This pretty early. They may not be here yet.
Yeah. Better let me go in first. Holy smoke! Look! She's dead. The old charwoman's dead, and the office has practically been torn apart.
This is horrible. The motive must have been robbery. See, they've rifled my desk. I suppose that poor charwoman walked in on them while they were doing it.
And got blasted in the face, Mr. Lucas.
Yes, Sergeant Arnold.
What time did you leave last night?
Oh, about 6 o'clock, right after the commissioner called me to say the auditor was coming. Who's that sitting over there in the corner?
Oh, that's the auditor. Mr. Mitchell.
Yes? I was wondering how long I was going to have to sit there.
I'm sorry. Mr. Lucas, this is Mr. Mitchell, our police department auditor.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
When can I start going over the books, may I ask, or do I have to waste a whole day?
Look, we had to take the body away, didn't we? Anyhow, we're all through here now, so stop beefing. When can he start, Mr. Lucas?
Any time he wishes to.
Okay, what more do you want, Mitchell? I'm going now, Mr. Lucas. I've got to report to headquarters.
Very well, Mr. Arnold. I'll take care of Mr. Mitchell.
So long, Mitch.
Goodbye. And the name is Mitchell. They make me sick. Not one of them could do the kind of work I do. Yet they treat me as if I were of no importance.
Well, I should think you'd be extremely important to the police.
Thank you. I'm glad someone feels that way, Mr. Lucas.
Don't you find police auditing interesting work?
I might, if I was paid properly. I happen to have a family, 3 children, Mr. Lucas, 3 children on my salary. Well, I won't go into that.
Mm-hmm. Sit down for a moment.
If you don't mind, I'll move around while I can. I'll be sitting all day over your books. Yes, and that's another thing. I never get any exercise or fresh air. What are you staring at?
You?
Why?
Just looking you over, sizing you up. I like to size up anyone who works for me in any capacity.
Well, it makes me uncomfortable. Wish you wouldn't do it.
I'm simply trying to make up my mind about you.
In what way? In what way?
I'll tell you now. I've reached a decision about you.
Well?
You and I can do business together, can't we?
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Mitchell, I agree that you're probably atrociously underpaid, and with a family to think of, it just isn't right.
No, it certainly is not.
Perhaps I could make up to you a little for the injustice.
I beg your pardon?
Shall we say a very substantial bonus, if I'm pleased with the way in which you audit my books? You could use a bonus, couldn't you?
Yes. Yes, I could. Thank you very much.
Not at all, Mr. Mitchell. The pleasure's all mine. You told me exactly what I wanted to hear.
There it is again, that same board. That must be loose. It must be.
Oh, Mr. Mitchell, I'm going out for a little while. My partner should come in. I'll be back within the hour.
Yes, Mr. Lucas.
How are the books coming?
Fine, fine.
Seems to me you've been walking around a great deal.
Just stretching my legs a little from time to time.
Well, stretch them all you want. I'm going to meet my fiancée. I'll be a married man, too, in a couple of days.
Congratulations.
Thank you. See you later.
But not too soon, I hope. Now, where is that board? I've got to do it now. Where is it? Here, I should say. That's the one. Let's see if I can pry it loose. This knife ought to do it. Yes, it is loose. There we are. There's something underneath it. A small white envelope. The poison.
Mr. Mitchell, I met my partner out in the hall. Mitchell, what are you doing?
I dropped something. I was looking for it.
He's lying. He's got that board pried up.
Chameleon, so that's it. Well, Mr. Chameleon, I guess this is one time when I'll have to use my gun whether I like them or not.
Sorry, Mr. Lucas. I was a little quicker with the gun than you were.
My hand, it's bleeding.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well,
stay where you are, Ralph Crane. I'll pick that gun up. There we are. Now we can talk. Why didn't you move faster, Lucas, you stupid idiot? Why'd you give him time to pull his gun?
Shut up.
You heard Mr. Lucas say that he disliked guns. Gun is such a vulgar weapon, isn't it?
Now, look here, Chameleon. Just because you found that
Poison? Yes, poison's the word. Which you used on at least 3 women beside Mrs. Walters.
I didn't kill Mrs. Walters. I wasn't with her when she died.
You mean, don't you, that you left by the French windows and out through the garden so that Mrs. Newell was alone in the room when Phyllis found her? Well, never again will you be able to exploit women and then kill them when they begin to ask questions, Mr. Lucas. But, is that really your name? You've had at least 10 that I know of.
What?
Oh, yes, Lucas. Bigamist, murderer, world traveler, starting in Rhodesia many years ago with a small-time crook as a partner. Isn't that right?
How'd you know all this?
My dear Lucas, the police all over the world have been after you for years. But you covered your trail very, very beautifully. We had no evidence against you.
You wouldn't have now if you hadn't fallen for that disguise of yours, Chameleon.
It's a good one. You would have fallen for it too, Crane.
Yes, it is a good one, isn't it? But I counted on something else. I counted on your wanting to believe in me, the way all your victims wanted to believe in you. Those poor women needed a confidant. And you, Mr. Lucas, needed an auditor whom you could bribe.
So, you worked on the same theory that I always used. That's funny. That's really funny.
Yes, isn't it? But you'll never put your theory into practice again, not with Phyllis, whom you will not marry, of course, or anyone else.
So we had to stop in to see you, Mr. Chameleon, Mrs. Newell and I. We both wanted to thank you.
Oh, yes. I'm so grateful. Miss Phyllis knows all about my son, and she still wants me to stay with her.
Well, why shouldn't she, Mrs. Newell? You're no criminal.
You know, Mr. Chameleon, you saved us both.
Well, that's what we cops are here for, aren't we? Remember that motto over my desk? Well, believe me, Miss Walters, we mean every word of it. The innocent must be protected. The guilty must be punished.
with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. The way that millions get amazingly fast relief from common headache, neuritic, or neuralgic pain is to take quick-acting Bayer aspirin. Bayer aspirin is one thing that really works, and works quickly, and you can see the reason why with your own eyes. Just drop a Bayer aspirin tablet in a glass of water and clock its disintegrating speed. Within 2 seconds, it will start to disintegrate, and because it does the same in your stomach, because it's ready to go to work almost instantly, relief comes with astonishing speed. In addition, you can take Bayer aspirin with complete confidence, for of all pain relievers, none can match its record of use by millions of normal people without ill effect. So when you buy, be sure to ask for genuine Bayer aspirin. Get the 100-tablet bottle, and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. Listen next Wednesday night at this same time for Mr. Chameleon, the Man of Many Faces, in the case of the Brownstone murder. The part of Mr. Chameleon is played by Carl Swenson, with dialogue by Marie Baumer, from the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert. Your announcer is Howard Claney.
Now, at last, you can get an utterly new, radically different, incredibly better toothpaste. It's revolutionary new Lion's toothpaste. And it's better because thousands of laboratory tests on scores of individual teeth show that it actually gets teeth brighter, 2.5 to 5.5 times brighter than any of the 5 leading brands. Brighter by far than any other toothpaste. New Lion's toothpaste does this because it's a new kind of toothpaste with a formula that's completely new, radically different. A toothpaste that cleans without soap, polishes without chalk. Try it. Buy Lion's toothpaste.
Mr. Chameleon, the new mystery drama, will be heard in its second performance next Wednesday night at this time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Tonight, we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Headquarters in his most famous cases of crime and murder, brought to you by the makers of Bayer Aspirin. For those who do not know who Mr. Chameleon is, we give a quick sketch of his character. Born of a well-to-do family and a college man, he tried from childhood to live up to the name he bore, Chameleon, by taking on the color of whatever situation in which he found himself. Appearing in endless guises, finally entering the police force where he became known as Chameleon, the Man of Many Faces, the underworld's most dreaded man. Throughout this series, the listener will invariably know who Mr. Chameleon is, no matter in which disguise he appears. But the criminal he's tracking seldom does. Tonight we give you Mr. Chameleon and the Brownstone murder case. In some circles, 11 o'clock at night is considered early. At the Carlisle Arms, it is very late indeed, for the paying guests at the Brownstone front in the East 70s, which is now a genteel boarding house, retire around 10. After that, the musty halls are usually deserted. But now on the second floor, outside of one of these rooms, Madame Lorraine is talking to her friend, Mrs. Kramer. And Mrs. Kramer, a timid, rabbity little woman, is saying,
I wish you wouldn't go prowling around. Really, Madame Lorraine, you ought to stay away from that end of the hall.
Well, I don't intend to, Mrs. Kramer. I'm telling you I heard voices last night in the back part of the house that's supposed to be shut up.
It is shut up. It hasn't been used in years.
It was being used last night. Either that, or there was someone in Professor Haywood's room. And the professor is away. His room supposedly is locked. Anyway, I'm going to do a little private investigating.
But what for, Madame Lorraine?
Just to satisfy my curiosity. I've always been a curious woman, Mrs. Kramer. And now I'm a bored one. I'm sick of the old fogies who live in this place. Colonel Robbins, for instance. Speak of the devil. Did you ever hear anything like that radio of his?
Colonel Robbins can't help it if he's deaf. He doesn't play his radio for long.
Well, at least it'll stop anyone from hearing me go down the hall.
What about Miss Darling? You know how queer she is. She's warned everyone not to go snooping around her room. And her room's right next to the door that leads to the empty wing.
Miss Darling is a silly neurotic. A young neurotic. That's even worse than being an old one. She can't scare me. Live dangerously, that's my motto, even after 50. But go back into your room. I'll see you tomorrow.
I still wish you wouldn't.
My dear, indulging my curiosity is the only pleasure I have left in life. Good night.
Good night, Madame Lorraine.
Poor little rabbit. But then all of us here in the Carlyle Arms are pathetic has-beens. Really, that radio. Oh, well, the Colonel has his radio, Professor Haywood has his bridge. I have my curiosity. And here we are. Here's the door that leads into the empty wing. Ah, that's strange. It isn't locked. Well, this is very interesting. Where does that stairway go to? There's a light on the stair. Who closed that door? No! Oh no! Please!
And now, at Central Headquarters in the office of the Commissioner of Police, with him is the famous Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, the underworld's most feared man.
So there you are, Chameleon. There are the facts of the case. Madame Louise Lorraine was found strangled this morning in the second-floor hallway of a boarding house, the Carlyle Arms. A piece of wire had been knotted around her throat. The body was lying in front of room number 3, a room that usually was occupied by a Professor Haywood.
What's he professor of, Commissioner?
I wouldn't know.
Oh.
One of the boarders, I suppose. Anyway, Chameleon, it's a brutal business.
And in such refined surroundings, too. Amazing. The Carlyle Arms, a home away from home for gentlefolk. Well, Commissioner?
Get over there immediately, Chameleon, will you? And find out just how gentle those gentlefolk are.
Mr. Chameleon, it's so awful to think this should happen in the Carlyle Arms. I've worked so hard to build up a high-class clientele, and now I'm afraid I'm going to lose them all.
Madame Lorraine lost her life, Miss Carlyle.
I'm sorry. That was very selfish of me. She was such a person, too. So vital, so alive. She was a former opera singer, you know, and she still had plenty of temperament.
Little too much, perhaps?
Well, yes. She and Colonel Robbins, he's the gentleman in room number 2, they had a few arguments about his radio. He's hard of hearing. He turns it on a little loud occasionally.
Oh, yes. I see what you mean, Miss Carlyle. Who else lives on this floor?
Well, there's Mrs. Kramer and Miss Darling. Miss Darling is a bit eccentric.
In what way?
Well, she's young, Mr. Chameleon, but she wears the most dreadful old clothes. And she never fixes her hair. She never uses makeup. Sometimes, well, she gets a bit hysterical. Oh, but she's really a fine young woman, and she comes from a fine family.
That's fine. Now, let me see. That would be her room over there, wouldn't it?
Yes.
What's the door next to it?
Oh, that's always kept locked. That opens into the wing of the house we never use.
And this room here, this number 3, this belongs to Professor Haywood?
Yes.
Where is the professor?
Right now? Well, I have no idea, Mr. Chameleon. He's always going away for a couple of days at a time, but He's such a nice young man. I assure you
He comes from a fine family, yes.
Yes.
Well, maybe so, Miss Carlyle, but where was he last night when Madame Lorraine was murdered? Are you positive that he wasn't in his room?
Of course, I'm positive. He left on Monday.
Well, he could have sneaked back. Remember, the dead woman was found in front of his door.
Oh, Mr. Chameleon, surely you don't think the professor... Oh, here comes Colonel Robbins now. Ask him what everyone thinks of the professor. Oh, Colonel Robbins.
Did you call me, my dear?
Yes, Colonel. This is Mr. Chameleon, the famous detective from police headquarters.
Oh, yes. How do you do, Mr. Chameleon?
How do you do?
Nasty business, what? Fine figure of a woman. Who do you think killed her?
Well, offhand, Colonel, I couldn't say.
Who?
He doesn't know, Colonel, but he seems to suspect Professor Haywood.
The professor? What nonsense. Fine, upstanding chap. Excellent bridge player, too. Never overbids. You really think he did it, Mr. Chameleon?
Colonel, over my desk at Central Headquarters, there hangs a motto. The innocent must be protected. The guilty must be punished. If Professor Haywood is guilty...
But he wasn't even here last night.
Well, perhaps not. The coroner tells me that Madame Lorraine died between 11 and 11:30. But you heard nothing, Colonel Robbins.
You're mistaken, Mr. Chameleon. I didn't hear a thing.
That's what I said. You heard nothing in the hall.
Oh, no. As you may have noticed, Mr. Chameleon, I'm slightly hard of hearing.
Mr. Chameleon? Mr. Chameleon?
Oh, Detective Sergeant Arnold is calling you, Mr. Chameleon. He's downstairs.
What is it, Dave?
Come on down here, will you? I've got something to show you. Just drop everything and come on, quick. Mr. Chameleon, I want you to hear them. That is, if they're still going at it, hammer and tongs.
Who is it, Dave?
Two of the roomers, Mrs. Kramer and that Miss Darling. They're in the music room. Music room. Did you ever see such an old mausoleum?
Don't you like the Carlyle Arms, Dave?
It gives me the creeps. Full of poor old dodos, most of them just waiting to die.
Well, one of them did die, Dave. It's possible that she died because she had more life and vitality than the others.
Wait a minute, Mr. Chameleon.
You have no right to talk to me
Yep,
like that, Miss
they're
Darling.
still at it.
I have, Mrs. Kramer, and you're going to listen.
Take a look at that Miss Darling. A cute little trick, isn't she, Mr. Chameleon?
At least she's young, Dave.
Yeah. And what good is it doing her?
I know perfectly well you saw Madame Lorraine last night just before she was murdered.
No, I said good night to her, and then I left her.
And she told you what she was going to do. She told you where she was going.
No.
You're lying. Mrs. Kramer, you're going to tell me what Madame Lorraine said to you before she went to her death. You've got to tell me.
I won't.
All right. But let me tell you one thing. You keep away from my end of the hall. I warned Madame Lorraine, and I'm warning you. You keep your distance, or else.
Or else what, Miss Darling?
What?
Well, go on. What will you do to Mrs. Kramer if she doesn't keep away from your end of the hall?
Who are you?
This is Mr. Chameleon. I told you he was on the case.
Oh, of course, the great Chameleon. Mrs. Kramer, we're honored. This is the famous detective I'm sure you've read about.
How do you do, Mr. Chameleon?
How do you do?
But I don't know anything about it. All I know is there's something horrible going on in this house, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Well, now, don't be afraid. But, Mrs. Kramer, if there is anything that you can tell us...
No, just let me go to my room. Though I'm afraid to even go through the halls alone.
Well, Detective Sergeant Arnold will go along with you. You go ahead, Dave.
Okay, Mr. Chameleon. I'll be seeing you before you go back to headquarters.
And remember what I told you, Mrs. Kramer?
Miss Darling, just why are you threatening that poor woman?
Because she knows more than she's telling, Mr. Chameleon, I'm sure of it.
Well, what has that got to do with her keeping away from your room?
Nothing, except that I like my privacy. I've got a phobia about privacy.
Tell me, aren't you pretty young to be living in a place like this?
Mr. Chameleon, I live exactly as I please.
Oh.
Maybe I like this atmosphere of creeping death. Anyway, it happens to be none of your business.
Everything that happens in this house is my business, including you, Miss Darling. Where is your family?
I have no family. They're all dead. Anything else you want to know, you can find out on your own.
I will.
Oh, I'm sure you will. After all, you're the amazing Mr. Chameleon, aren't you? The famous detective, always turning up in all sorts of disguises.
That's right.
Must be fascinating. Though you're so attractive, it seems a shame to cover it up.
Thank you so much, Miss Darling. But I'll tell you something about a disguise. You work from the inside out. You see, you feel differently, so you act differently. That's what does it.
How interesting. I read that you'd even posed as a woman, everything from a prince to a street beggar.
Oh, you compliment me.
Well, let's see what you can do here, Mr. Chameleon. Let's see what you can get away with at the Carlyle Arms.
I'll do my best. What about this Professor Haywood?
Professor Haywood, he's all right. Rather vague, but bearable. Why?
I wondered where he was at the time of the murder. And I wondered just when he was coming back. What's the matter, Dave? Glad to get out of the Carlisle Arms?
So help me, Mr. Chameleon. I can't stand that joint. Oh, Miss Carlisle's okay, but some of her guests, boy. There's something awful funny going on there.
There's been something funny going on there for quite a while, Dave.
What do you mean?
Madame Lorraine's death was only the beginning. I'm very much afraid there's more violence to come.
Well, Mr. Chameleon,
Better get back in there immediately tonight, perhaps. No, this afternoon might be better.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't tell me that place is under surveillance.
Yes, it is, Dave. We've kept it quiet, but we've been watching it for weeks. I've a very good idea what's going on there, but no evidence. Now it's up to me to bring in the evidence, and fast.
Well, I still don't see... Say, Mr. Chameleon, what's that? That in your hand.
What is? Oh, that's a key from the Carlisle Arms. Room number 3.
Room number 3? But that's Professor Haywood's room.
Yes, Dave. I'm Professor Haywood.
Mr. Chameleon and the case of the Brownstone murder continues in just a moment. There's no need for you to let an ordinary headache upset you and spoil your whole day. To get relief that's so fast you'll be amazed, take 2 Bayer aspirin tablets with a glass of water. Bayer aspirin works quickly because it starts to disintegrate within 2 seconds after you take it. Now, to see this astonishing speed for yourself, drop a Bayer aspirin tablet in a glass of water and watch what happens. Before it reaches the bottom of the glass, it begins to disintegrate. That's exactly what it does in your stomach, and that's why Bayer aspirin is ready to go to work almost instantly you take it. So when you want quick relief from headache, neuritic, or neuralgic pain, do as millions do who want fast relief. Take genuine Bayer aspirin. Always ask for it by its full name, Bayer aspirin, never by the name aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle, and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. And now back to Mr. Chameleon and the Brownstone murder case. It is late afternoon, and in front of the Carlisle Arms, Detective Sergeant Arnold has accosted a man of indeterminate age, with rumpled clothes and thick glasses. And as he climbs the steps carrying a suitcase, Dave Arnold says to him,
Hey, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Why, to my room, of course. I happen to live here, Detective Sergeant Arnold.
Huh? Chameleon.
I beg your pardon. The name's Professor Haywood.
Gee, I'm sorry, but no kidding, you sure look different.
Well, take it easy, Dave, and follow me upstairs.
Professor Haywood, I was afraid we'd never see you again.
Oh, why not, Miss Carlisle?
Why not? Haven't you read the papers? Don't you know about Madame Lorraine?
Oh, that, yes. That must have been ghastly. Poor woman, I liked her, though she was a bit overwhelming.
Just how well did you know her, Professor?
Is that any affair of yours?
Please, Detective Sergeant, can't you leave my guests alone? For years I've worked to build up a nice clientele, and now the police are driving them away.
Oh, I don't suppose the murder had anything to do with it, Miss Carlisle.
Well, isn't that one of the worst aspects of murder, that the police come butting in?
Is that supposed to be a joke, Professor?
Yes, aren't you clever?
Quite a card, aren't you? Well, let me tell you, Professor, and you too, Miss Carlisle. A little later, we're searching this place from top to bottom, including the unused wing.
Detective Sergeant Arnold, I'm just as anxious as you are to find Madame Lorraine's murderer.
Well, what are you laughing at, Professor?
I beg your pardon? Oh, I was just thinking that is rather amusing. I mean what I just said, that the worst aspect of murder is the police butting in.
Miss Carlisle, is he quite right in the head?
The professor? Of course he is. And it's your manner I object to. I don't mind your searching the house. But to think that all my nicest people may be driven away...
Who, for instance?
Well, Mrs. Kramer, for one. She's packing right now. She's leaving first thing in the morning.
Oh, dear, that is too bad. She always made our fourth at bridge.
Is that all you can think of?
Detective Sergeant Reynolds.
Arnold.
Arnold Reynolds, whatever it is. Do you mind very much if I take my suitcase to my room?
Not if you don't mind if I go along with you.
There isn't very much I can do about that, is there? But, Miss Carlisle, please don't worry. I shan't be leaving.
Oh, thank you, Professor. I'm very glad to hear that.
I'm just wondering, If Mrs. Kramer is leaving in the morning, do you suppose she'd still be willing to play bridge this evening? I've been looking forward to having a little game with her and Miss Darling and Colonel Robbins.
Okay, Dave, we can talk, but keep your voice down.
So Mrs. Kramer is trying to clear out of here, is she, Mr. Chameleon?
Yes, Mrs. Kramer is terrified, Dave, and she has reason to be terrified.
Well, what do you want me to do? Keep her here?
No, let her think that she can get away. And let other people think that she can get away.
Yeah, but look, Mr. Chameleon, does it occur to you she might have murdered Madame Lorraine? She could have.
You're quite right, she could have. But let things rest as they are. Just search this place with a fine-tooth comb, especially that empty wing that's been untenanted for years. Oh, you know something? I wouldn't be at all surprised if I found out more than you will over the bridge table this evening, in my role of the professor.
It's your bid, Professor.
I'm well aware of that fact, Miss Darling. I was just thinking.
I make it one, no trump.
I haven't bid yet, Colonel.
I thought you said a spade. Sorry, my dear boys.
That's quite all right. I pass.
What did you say, Mrs. Kramer? Mrs. Kramer, please keep your mind on the game.
How can I, Miss Darling, with the police upstairs? Why are they taking so long to search the place? And why isn't that Mr. Chameleon supervising the search? He was so courteous, so attractive.
Did you say 2 hearts, Mrs. Kramer?
Mrs. Kramer said nothing, Colonel. Her hands are shaking so she can hardly hold her card.
I can't help it. All I want to do is to get away from here to... Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
What is it, Mrs. Kramer?
The ace of spades, Professor. Right here in my hand. The ace of spades means death.
Oh, for heaven's
Well,
sake.
it does mean death.
It also means a re-deal. Shuffle them, Professor.
No, wait. Colonel, that detective sergeant is right behind you.
Really? Is the search all over, Sergeant?
Yes, the search is over, Colonel.
Well, what did you find out?
Nothing, judging from his face.
Maybe more than you think, Miss Darling. Professor, may I see you alone?
Oh, yes, certainly, Detective Sergeant.
Professor Hayward, he's not taking you away, is he?
No, he just wants to see me alone. Will you excuse me, ladies?
Well, Dave?
We didn't find a thing, Mr. Chameleon. Not a blasted piece of evidence. We went through everything, every room, including that empty wing. Whoever the killer is, whatever is behind this, someone is awful smart.
But not quite smart enough.
Well, how did you make out? Did the cards tell you anything?
They told Mrs. Kramer that death was very close. And maybe they told me something, too. This is a case, Dave, where the culprit has to be caught red-handed.
But when, Mr. Chameleon?
Tonight.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm. Things are going to start happening tonight. And I'll know when there's going to be a signal, and I'm pretty sure I know what that signal will be.
Colonel Robbins! Colonel Robbins!
Did someone call?
Yes, Colonel.
Oh, Professor. Come in, my dear boy. Come in.
I saw your door was open.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Your door is open. I wondered, would you mind very much not playing your radio just for tonight?
You want to listen to the radio?
I want you to turn it off. I've a bad headache and can't get to sleep.
I sleep better too, Professor, if I listen to music late at night. What are you doing?
I've turned the radio off, Colonel.
But you can't do that. I'm listening to my favorite program. It'll be over within 15 minutes. Half an hour at the most.
Half an hour will be too long. Even 15 minutes.
Well, I'm sorry, Professor, but I intend to hear my program.
Turn that radio off, Colonel.
I will not. A man's home is his castle, Professor. I realize I may have it on a little too loud, but since I'm slightly hard of hearing...
Are you, Colonel?
Am I what?
Hard of hearing. Tonight at bridge, I said as softly as I could, that detective sergeant is behind you, and you heard me perfectly.
Why, yes, I did.
You're not deaf, Colonel Robbins, not at all. Please turn off that radio, or I'll turn it off for you. Well, that's better.
Turn it on immediately.
Why, Colonel? What have you been covering up with all that noise? What do you expect to cover up now?
Are you out of your mind, Professor? Get away from that radio.
Oh, that's it. That's what you hope to drown out. All right, Colonel Robbins.
Professor, where did you get that gun?
Part of my academic equipment. Keep your hands up and keep moving ahead of me fast. Scream came from Mrs. Kramer's room.
Who are you? I'll turn you over to the police.
Think it may be the other way around. Here we are. Miss Kramer, you all right?
Yes, Professor. But Miss Darling here tried to kill me. I woke up and she was bending over me in the dark. Then Miss Carlyle rushed in and saved me.
Well, how could you tell if it was dark, Mrs. Kramer? Maybe it was Miss Darling who rushed in to save you.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not. It's true, Professor. It was Miss Carlyle who intended to murder Mrs. Kramer.
She's lying, Professor. But I don't understand. What are you doing with that gun? Colonel, why is he pointing that gun at you?
The professor is an imposter, my dear.
Yes, I am an imposter. We all are, in fact, including Miss Darling, whose real name is Evans, Madeline Evans, plainclothes policewoman, who was sent here to keep an eye on this house.
What?
Yes, I looked you up in the files this morning. You're a very pretty girl under normal circumstances, Madeline.
Yes,
You see, the powers that be thought it was best that we shouldn't know we were working together under the same roof.
What the devil?
Chameleon! You're Mr. Chameleon!
But that's not possible. Yes. Yes, he is Mr. Chameleon. Why didn't you recognize him, Colonel?
Why didn't I recognize him?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because you'd known me for weeks as Professor Haywood. You were accustomed to Professor Haywood's mannerisms, his personality. You'd accepted him and catalogued him as being perfectly safe.
But we've done nothing. Why should you be watching this house?
Miss Carlyle, you and Robbins both have prison records.
What?
Go way back, of course. But later, you decided to operate a hiding place for criminals on the lam. You had a wonderful front, a highly respectable boarding house, perfect hideaway for men wanted by the police.
Mr. Chameleon, do you mean that Madame Lorraine, that most of the guests here are criminals?
No, indeed, Mrs. Kramer. Only Colonel Robbins. But every once in a while, haven't there been odd-looking transients? Of course there have. They were hidden away in that empty wing.
And spirited out during the night, I suppose.
Exactly, Colonel Robbins, with your radio drowning out any sounds.
Then Madame Lorraine, that explains her murder, Mr. Chameleon. That's where she was going, to try the door of that empty wing. She'd heard voices. She told me.
Well, she tried the door. The chances are she even went through it, to her death. They were going to kill you, too, of course, Mrs. Kramer, because you knew where she was going.
And just how can you prove all this, Mr. Chameleon?
Miss Carlyle, there is the wire lying on the floor. You had to drop it before you had a chance to use it on Mrs. Kramer. But I'm sure that same sort of wire strangled Madame Lorraine.
No, that's not true. I had nothing to do with killing Madame Lorraine.
Well, then who did?
He did, Colonel Robbins.
You filthy liar! Chameleon, she's the one who planned the whole thing. All I did was to play my radio.
No, he killed her.
She slipped the wire around Madame Lorraine's throat. She used a pair of pliers to tighten the wire. They're in her pocket now.
Shut up, you fool.
Okay, Miss Evans, look for the pliers. And then we'll all of us take a ride down to Central Headquarters. And, of course, as you know, Mrs. Kramer, the pliers were in Miss Carlyle's pocket. Immediately afterwards, Robbins, confessed to everything. Anyway, my dear lady, it's all over now, and you can draw a free breath.
Oh, Mr. Chameleon, if it hadn't been for you, I'd be dead.
Oh, nonsense. We cops simply did our job. Didn't we, Miss Darling? I mean, Miss Evans.
We did. And, Mrs. Kramer, I hope you'll forgive me for threatening you. It was the only way I had of warning you to keep away from that door to the empty wing.
My dear, you saved my life. Well, goodbye now.
Goodbye.
Well, Mr. Chameleon, go ahead and say it. Tell me how bungling, how incompetent I was not to penetrate your disguise. That's what you're thinking.
I was thinking how very attractive you are, Miss Evans, and what an excellent operator. The only thing is, the next time when I ask to have you assigned to work with me, let's see to it that we play bridge as partners, not as opponents. You're much too good. And I'll tell you a secret. I hate to lose.
And with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. The next time an ordinary headache threatens to spoil your day, get fast relief by taking genuine Bayer aspirin. You'll be amazed at how quickly Bayer aspirin works, and the reason is that it starts to disintegrate within 2 seconds after you take it, To see for yourself that this is true, just drop a Bayer aspirin tablet in a glass of water and watch what happens. Before it reaches the bottom of the glass, the tablet will begin to disintegrate. It does the same in your stomach, hence brings relief with astonishing speed. So the very next headache, neuritic, or neuralgic pain you have, use Bayer aspirin for really quick relief. And when you buy, ask for it by its full name, Bayer aspirin, not by the name aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. Listen next Wednesday night at this same time for Mr. Chameleon, the Man of Many Faces, in the case of Death and the Dependent Husband. The part of Mr. Chameleon was played by Carl Swenson, with dialogue by Marie Baumer from the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert. Music directed by Victor Arden. Your announcer is Howard Claney.
Listen, everybody. Thousands of laboratory tests on scores of individual teeth show that new Lion's toothpaste actually gets teeth brighter, 2.5 to 5.5 times brighter than any of the 5 leading brands. Brighter by far than any other toothpaste. And the reason is that it's not just another old toothpaste with an added ingredient, but is completely new and radically different in formula. A new kind of toothpaste that cleans without soap and polishes without chalk. So get more brightness in your smile. Go to any drug or toilet goods counter and ask for Lion's toothpaste.
Mr. Chameleon, the new mystery drama, will be heard in another performance next Wednesday night at this time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Next, Mr. Chameleon and the case of the Dance of Death. Tonight, we again present the famous Mr. Chameleon of Central Headquarters in his most famous cases of crime and murder, brought to you by the makers of genuine Bayer aspirin. Now let me tell you just who Mr. Chameleon is. A college man, he tried from childhood to live up to the name he bore, Chameleon, by taking on the color of whatever situation in which he found himself, appearing in endless guises, finally entering the police force, where he became known as Chameleon, the Man of Many Faces, the underworld's most dreaded man. The listener invariably knows who Mr. Chameleon is, no matter which disguise he assumes. But the criminal he's tracking down seldom does. Tonight we give you Mr. Chameleon in The Case of the Dance of Death. New York City is full of small, intimate nightclubs, each with its own devoted following. And the Club Savoy is considered one of the best, noted for its discovery of talented performers. And one of the most talented, Claude Berkeley, is now in the spotlight on the tiny dancing floor. He stands there, young, attractive, smiling. And a roll of the drums announces his specialty, tap dancing without any musical accompaniment. And as the drum beat stops, he begins to dance.
What happened? He's been shot. Someone shot Claude Berkeley. He's dead.
He can't be.
Yes, he's dead.
And so, Claude Berkeley's career comes to an end with his crumpled body still holding the spotlight. Half an hour later, Mr. Chameleon, the great detective, is bending over that body, which has been carried to a dressing room, while Claude's pretty wife, Marilyn, sits sobbing in the corner.
Where were you at the time of the shooting, Mrs. Berkeley? Here in your husband's dressing room?
Yes, Mr. Chameleon.
Uh,
I was preparing a little celebration. It's the first anniversary of Claude's debut here at the Club Savoy.
I see.
The manager had sent us a bottle of champagne. Oh, we were so happy. Why do things like this have to happen?
That, my dear, is what I intend to find out. Your husband was a very talented man, and didn't you used to dance with him?
Just at the beginning. You see, he was a pupil at the Grayson Dancing School, and that's where I met him.
I see.
I was one of the teachers. We got married and formed a dance team, but Claude went way beyond me. I was only too happy to be just his wife.
Did you say the Grayson School?
The Grayson School of the Dance.
Mm-hmm.
They specialize in tap and ballroom dancing. The school's in a brownstone house in the West 70s.
I don't believe I've heard of it before.
I'm sure you haven't, Mr. Chameleon, though Carl Grayson wouldn't like you very much for saying it. He's the director of the school and kind of a tyrant. He considers that he made Claude.
Did your husband agree?
Oh, Claude, my husband, was very loyal to the Grayson School. He still studied there. Really out of kindness to Carl Grayson. Oh, if he'd only...
Well, go on, Mrs. Berkeley. What were you going to say?
Nothing.
Your husband has been murdered. If you want me to find the murderer, you'll have to give me any information that you can. Now, did he have enemies at the dancing school?
Mr. Chameleon, I don't want to cast suspicion on anyone.
Mrs. Berkeley, your husband was murdered.
I know. There's a girl named Lita Montez who teaches at the school. She teaches the rumba. She was terribly in love with Claude.
I see.
At the time he married me, she tried to kill herself. Lately, she's been following him and making scenes. Claude didn't know what to do about her.
Is Lita Montez her real name?
Oh, I don't know, Mr. Chameleon. All I know is if she loved Claude, how could she want to kill him? How could a woman kill the man she loved?
It seems to happen surprisingly often. Mrs. Berkeley?
Mr. Chameleon?
Oh, that must be Detective Sergeant Arnold. Dave?
Say, Mr. Chameleon, I just heard something very interesting.
Oh?
What do you suppose was here at the Club Savoy tonight? The head waiter recognized him. Johnny Moreno.
What? Is he sure?
Positive. Moreno slipped out after the shooting, but how do you like that? Some nerve, eh?
Who's Johnny Moreno?
He's a murderer and a bank robber, Mrs. Berkeley. The police have been after him for months. Where was he sitting, Dave?
Against the wall, on the left-hand side of the room.
And Claude Berkeley was shot by someone standing to the left of him. Mrs. Berkeley, are you positive you never heard of Johnny Moreno?
Oh, yes. And I'm sure that Claude, my husband, couldn't possibly have known him.
Maybe it was a coincidence, Mr. Chameleon. You know how those crooks are? They stay in hiding just so long, and then they go nuts. They have to get out.
Dave, in my book of rules, there's no such thing as coincidence. That is, it's not coincidence until it's proven to be. I want Moreno picked up and brought into Central Headquarters.
But, Mr. Chameleon,
I haven't forgotten Lita Montez, either. I'm going to the Grayson School of the Dance first thing in the morning.
And next morning at the Grayson School of the Dance, Mr. Chameleon is saying to Lita Montez,
Come on now, Miss Montez. Tell me everything you know.
Mr. Chameleon, it's unbearable that I should be questioned. I, Lita Montez, I who loved Claude Berkeley.
Nevertheless, I am questioning you. Where were you last night, Miss Montez?
I was home in bed. My dancing classes ended at 10 o'clock, and I went home to bed. I am a hard-working girl.
Do you manage to make a decent living, Miss Montez? This dancing school looks pretty shabby and run down.
That is because Carl Grayson, the great Carl Grayson, will not spend money on paint and repairs. And yet he has an apartment on the top floor that...
Yes? What about his apartment?
Well, I do not know, Mr. Chameleon. I have not been in it. But it is unbearable that I should be questioned when I loved Claude. I loved him.
And you were insanely jealous of him.
Who told you that? That Marilyn, that little milksop of a wife? So sweet and pretty with the yellow curls.
Were you jealous?
A lot of people were jealous of Claude. For a lot of reasons, Mr. Chameleon. It was not I alone.
What reasons and who?
Well, Bert Crane, for one.
Hmm?
Bert is a tap dancer, too. Very good. But not as good as Claude, and he hated Claude for it. He studies here to school, too, and he always thought that he should have worked at the Club Savoy, not Claude.
The Grayson School of the Dance seems to be full of temperament.
All except me. I am not temperamental.
Oh.
But even Carl Grayson, even he was jealous. The other day, Mr. Chameleon... Oh, no, maybe I should not say this.
I think you should, Miss Montez. In fact, I insist on it.
Well, the other day I heard their quarreling. Claude and Mr. Grayson. They were in Mr. Grayson's apartment, but their voices were so loud we could hear them down here. And Mr. Grayson was saying, Claude, I will not have it. I will not have you try to take business away from me. It was I who made you. You are an ungrateful wretch.
Only my wording was a little bit different, my dear Lita. I said he was an ungrateful puppy, not a wretch.
Mr. Grayson.
Really, Lita, you do talk too much. Such a pity. Such an unattractive quality in a woman. How do you do, Mr. Chameleon? I'm Carl Grayson. I own the Grayson School of the Dance.
Well, I'm very glad to know you.
And you. When I heard the great Chameleon, the famous detective, was here in my modest little school, I was delighted. Though heartbroken, of course, at the circumstances which brought you here.
The murdered man's widow is heartbroken, too.
Oh, yes, poor child. Run along, Lita.
Mr. Grayson.
Run along.
Yes, sir, and I'm sorry I said what I did.
Pretty little thing, so full of fire. And she was telling the truth, Mr. Chameleon. It's all true. I did quarrel with Claude. He was planning on starting a dancing school of his own. I felt it was most ungrateful. He'd take all my pupils away from me.
Well, have you many pupils, Mr. Grayson? I mean, the place looks so shabby. Do you mind if I look around?
Oh, not at all. Come along. I'll show you the rooms where we give our lessons.
Well, thank you.
As for pupils, I have sufficient to pay my living expenses. That's enough. I'm primarily an artist.
But you didn't relish losing what you have.
Oh, exactly. And I have an alibi for last night, Mr. Chameleon.
Oh.
At the time Claude Berkeley was killed in that nightclub, I was working out a routine with another pupil of mine, a very talented young man.
Wait a moment.
What is it?
That dancing. I want to listen.
Oh, it's just someone practicing a tap dance.
Now, be quiet, please.
That sounds as if it might be the young man I spoke of, Bert Crane.
Well, don't interrupt him.
Bert! Mr. Chameleon, the detective wants to talk to you.
Mr. Grayson, I told you not to interrupt him.
But why not, Mr. Chameleon? Bert can practice any time. This is important. Bert, my boy, this is the famous Mr. Chameleon. He's here investigating Claude's tragic death.
Yeah? Well, I've got an alibi. I was here at the school with you, Mr. Grayson. I was practicing my new routine until after midnight.
Yes, I've already been told that, Mr. Crane. Mr. Grayson here was very quick to supply both you and himself with an alibi.
And you doubt us, Mr. Chameleon? What suspicious minds you detectives have.
Yes, haven't we? Unfortunately for the criminals of this world. Mr. Crane, I am not an authority on tap dancing, but it sounded to me as if you had a brilliant technique.
Thanks, pal. It's nice to have someone appreciate me.
Well, I do. I wish that you'd repeat those steps.
What?
That dance that you were doing when I came down the hall. I would like to see it.
Well, I'm kind of winded right now.
I'd like to see it if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Bert. Dance for Mr. Chameleon.
Okay, Mr. Grayson. Here goes.
Wait a moment. Is that the step you are doing? It doesn't sound quite the same.
That's it. That's the routine Mr. Grayson's been teaching me.
Now, a few minutes later, at the office of the Commissioner of Police at Central Headquarters, Mr. Chameleon says,
The point is, Commissioner, that dancer Bert Crane was lying. That wasn't the tap dance routine that he'd been practicing. At least I don't think it was.
Yes, but what difference does it make, Chameleon? What's the connection between a dance routine and Claude Berkeley's murder?
I think there is a connection. Though what it is, I don't know yet. Just as I think there's some connection between Claude Berkeley's death and the presence of that gangster, Johnny Moreno, at the Club Savoy.
But this dance routine...
Commissioner, I couldn't swear to it, but I am almost certain that Bert Crane was tapping words in Morse code.
What?
Yes, sounds fantastic, doesn't it? But I know the Morse code so well, and I'd swear that he was spelling out the word midnight.
Chameleon.
And when I asked him to repeat it, he didn't, of course. He improvised something else. And I, Oh, hello, Dave.
I was just telling the commissioner about the Grayson School of the Dance.
Never mind the Grayson School, Mr. Chameleon.
Hmm?
What do you think happened to Johnny Moreno? He got out of the country.
What? How?
I don't know how, Mr. Chameleon. Anyway, we got his girl and one of his gang, but they simply laughed in our faces and said Johnny had skipped the country. He's probably in South America by now.
I wonder if he learned to rumba before he left.
You certainly have that dance school on your mind, haven't you, Chameleon?
Fascinating place, Commissioner. Full of fascinating characters. Lita Montez, who loved the murdered man, Claude Berkeley. Bert Crane, who was jealous of him. And Carl Grayson, who accused him of taking business away from him. And besides, the school itself has a strange, shall we say, atmosphere. I think I'll have to start taking rumba lessons myself.
You mean you're going there in disguise, Mr. Chameleon?
Mm-hmm. I am, Dave. I want to see that dancing school when they're not on guard against the police. I shall take the name of Harry Parks. Harry comes from Illinois. He owns a hardware store in the town of Greenville. And he's in New York on business. And before he goes home, he is determined to learn the latest dance steps. And who knows? While I, as Harry Parks, am learning to rumba, maybe I, Mr. Chameleon, will learn who killed Claude Berkeley.
Mr. Chameleon and the case of the Dance of Death continues in just a moment. If you ever take anything to relieve an ordinary headache, remember this about genuine Bayer aspirin. Its single active ingredient is so gentle to the system that mothers give it even to small children on their doctor's advice. Now, this is important, for it means that Bayer aspirin is something you can take with complete confidence. It means that besides fast relief, Bayer aspirin also offers you the dependable relief that's important to your health. For Bayer aspirin is not only ready to go to work in 2 seconds, but also has an unmatched record of use by millions of normal people without ill effect. So don't experiment when you're in pain. Take no chances with drugs that have not been proved by years of successful use. For the 2 most important kinds of relief, use something you know is completely dependable, genuine Bayer aspirin. When you buy, ask for it by its full name, Bayer aspirin, not just for aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle, and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. And now back to Mr. Chameleon and the case of the Dance of Death. Mr. Chameleon is convinced that the Grayson School of the Dance is a strangely sinister and mysterious place. And he believes that the answer to the mystery of the death of Claude Berkeley, the tap dancer, lies within the walls of the brown stone front which houses the school. And so we find him, in his disguise as Harry Parks, taking rumba lessons from Lita Montez, one of the murder suspects. A very subdued Lita, who mechanically instructs her pupil.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, oh, my. Just a minute, Miss Montez. I have to catch my breath. Remember, I'm a boy from the country. I'm not doing bad, huh? I'll knock 'em cold when I get back home to Illinois.
Yes, you're a very good pupil.
You're a very good teacher. You know something? It seems to me, though, you're looking kind of peaked. Where's the old pep and fire? Got something on your mind?
Oh, no, Mr. Parks.
Well, you almost act scared. Come on, tell old Harry Parks. You know, everyone in town comes to my hardware store and tells me their troubles.
Oh, you're very kind, but... Oh, just a minute. Someone I know just passed the door. The widow of Claude Berkeley.
What? You mean the tap dancer that was murdered in that nightclub?
Yes, and I want to speak to her. Marilyn. Oh, Marilyn.
Yes, Lita?
I had to tell you. Oh, this is Mr. Parks, Mr. Harry Parks, a pupil of mine.
How do you do?
Glad to know you, Mrs. Berkeley.
What did you want to tell me, Lita?
Well, I heard that you've been very kind to Bert Crane, that you saw to it that he got Claude's old job at the Club Savoy.
That's right. Bert's a good dancer. There's no reason why he shouldn't have the chance he needs.
Just the same, it was very generous of you, Marilyn, to help him, and I wish... Marilyn, I'm not a bad girl. Please believe me, I had nothing to do with your husband's death.
Well, Lita,
I know you think so. I do not blame you for thinking so, but soon I may have proof that I did not kill him.
Lita, nothing would make me happier than for you to find evidence against Claude's murderer. And I don't think you're bad. You couldn't help loving Claude. But this must be very embarrassing for Mr. Parks.
Well, no, I don't mind. You ladies go right ahead.
No, I think we've said enough.
I'll be seeing you, Lita.
Yes, Marilyn.
And believe me, dear, I don't think you're bad.
Sweet-looking girl.
Yes, she is. Mr. Parks, would you like to take another half-hour instruction in the rumba?
Miss Montez, if you don't mind, I think I'll call it a day. You know something? I'd like to see Mr. Grayson.
Carl Grayson, the head of this dancing school?
Well, he's the only one around here, isn't he? Don't he have an apartment on the top floor?
Why, yes, but Mr. Grayson seldom sees people up there.
Well, he's going to see me. I want to tell him that I like his dancing school. And when Harry Parks wants to do something, he goes right ahead and does it.
And now, Mr. Chameleon, the famous detective, still in the disguise of Harry Parks, mounts the stairs to Claude Grayson's apartment on the top floor of the dancing school, the apartment to which very few people have been invited. And as he approaches the door, Mr. Chameleon hears someone dancing, tapping out a routine with rhythmic precision. And Mr. Chameleon smiles. Then, looking every inch the small-time peeper, he pushes open the door to the apartment and enters.
What the devil are you doing here?
Who is it, Bert?
How do you do?
Oh, well, who are you, sir? How dare you come pushing in here this way?
My name is Harry Parks. Are you Carl Grayson?
I am. And I asked you why you came bursting in here this way.
Well, I didn't. I knocked a couple of times, and this young man here was dancing. I guess you couldn't hear it. I'm one of your pupils, Mr. Grayson. That is, I'm Lita Montez's pupil, and I just wanted to tell you I think your dancing school is fine.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Yes, sir, I can rumba with the best of them now. Little old Harry'll knock him dead when he gets back home in Illinois.
That's fine, but
of course,
I
still can't dance like this young man here. You're a professional?
Yeah?
He's a very talented boy. His name is Bert Crane. You'll be hearing about him. He opens tonight at the Club Savoy.
Is that so? Too bad I won't be here to see him. I'm taking the sleeper back home to Illinois. Well, so long, Mr. Grayson. Nice to have met you. And, Mr. Crane, I wish you lots and lots of luck.
Now, at police headquarters, a short time later, Detective Sergeant Dave Arnold greets Mr. Chameleon.
Well, Mr. Chameleon, did you get anything at that dancing school?
Dave, unless I am much mistaken, that tap dancer, Bert Crane, will need all kinds of luck tonight when he opens at the Club Savoy.
You're sure they didn't see through your disguise, Mr. Chameleon?
Quite positive. If they had, I wouldn't have gotten out of that dancing school alive, Dave. Not after what I saw there.
What about this Lita Montez?
She worries me, Dave. I've sent one of the boys from headquarters to her apartment. I want her kept under constant guard.
Oh, well, I could have gone up there, Mr. Chameleon.
No, I want you with me at the Club Savoy tonight. I've already reserved a table. Though not in my name, you can be sure. Oh, I'll take that. Hello? Oh, yes, Detective McLean. What? What? Well, how did it happen? I see. No, of course I don't believe it. Leave the body just where it is.
What is it, Mr. Chameleon?
Lita Montez has been killed.
Mr. Chameleon?
Detective McLean got no answer at Lita Montez's apartment, Dave. The superintendent let him in, and they found her body shot through the heart.
That's a cold-blooded outfit.
That is an amazing outfit, Dave. That is one of the strangest criminal organizations I've ever been up against. But tonight, when you and I are at the Club Savoy, I hope to get the whole lot of them, including the murderer of Claude Berkeley and Lita Montez. Well, quite a crowd here tonight, Dave. Club Savoy is doing all right. Nothing like a murder to boost business.
What time does Bert Crane do his tap dancing act, Mr. Chameleon?
Oh, in just a minute now. I imagine his nerves are pretty on edge. I think I'd be pretty nervous if I were in his dancing shoes.
Mr. Chameleon, look. Over there to one side. Butch McCarthy.
Well, I haven't heard about Butch since he pulled that bank hold up and then went underground. The Club Savoy has an interesting clientele.
Yeah, but our boys are right behind Butch. He can't possibly get away.
Well, here's the master of ceremonies. Bert Crane is about to make his dancing debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, I take great pleasure in presenting that great new find, Mr. Bert Crane, a tap dancer extraordinary who will present first a little number entitled Steps Without Music. And here he is, Bert Crane.
Okay, Dave, here we go. Sit quietly until I say the word.
Right, Mr. Chameleon.
13. West. Clay. Street. 13 West Clay Street. That's what he's tapping out in the Morse code, Dave. Oh, come on, stand up. Give the signal to the boys near Butch McCarthy. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like your attention. Everyone stay exactly where you are, and you, Bert Crane, don't move. I'm Chameleon of the police. I'll kill the first person who moves. Dave, bring in Carl Grayson, please.
Detective McLean, bring in Carl Grayson.
You, Bert Crane, come on. Get off that stage. Come with me to your dressing room.
What's the meaning of this, Chameleon?
You'll find out quickly. Come along, Crane.
I demand an explanation from you, Mr. Chameleon. Just why was I dragged down here to the Club Savoy?
Because I ordered the police to drag you here, Grayson.
But why? Why?
Because you were operating a criminal ring here, a vicious and dirty business that's let hundreds of desperate criminals escape from this country scot-free.
Oh, that's nonsense, Chameleon. I demand to be released.
Your game was to teach tap dancing routines to dancers like the murdered man Claude Berkeley.
Is that a crime?
And those tap dancing routines were rarely Morse code messages. Messages which rapped out addresses, telling escaping criminals where to pick up forged passports to get them out of the country.
We've arrested Butch McCarthy outside with $5,000 cash on him. He confesses he was listening for Bert Crane to tap out the address where to pick up a phony passport to get him out of the country.
What? If there's anything like that going on here, I never knew it. That's something the boys are doing themselves.
Mr. Chameleon, he's lying. Now I know, Grayson, why you made me learn such strange steps. You dirty dog trying to...
That's right, Bert Crane, but don't you worry. Move your hand any nearer to that light switch, Grayson, and I'll shoot you down. Put your hands up.
You big-mouthed fool, Crane. I'll kill you for trying to frame me.
Yes, just as you killed Claude Berkeley, eh, Grayson? Well, I'm afraid you won't get the chance. Keep those hands up.
I didn't kill Berkeley.
If you didn't, who did?
If you're such a smart copper, why don't you find out for yourself?
I will. And quick, Grayson. You killed Claude Berkeley because he caught on to your passport racket and tried to start one of his own. Dave, you bring in the murdered man's wife, Madeline Berkeley, please.
Yes, sir. She's just outside the door here.
Oh, Mr. Chameleon, what is this? Have you found poor Claude's murderer? Oh, Carl. Carl, it can't be you. Claude trusted you so.
What's that?
Carl, how could you? Oh, how dreadful, how terrible.
Why, you two-timing little devil trying to pin this on me? Listen, Chameleon, she's the one who killed him.
Why, sure she did.
That's a lie. Grayson, I'll...
Dave, get that gun away from her.
Let me go.
You bite my hand again and I'll knock you over. Okay, I've got her, Mr. Chameleon.
I didn't want to tell you, Chameleon, but I felt I had to. It's hard to believe at first. Such a nice, innocent girl.
You lying double-crosser, Grayson. You helped me kill Claude. I tell you, Chameleon, he helped me.
I know that too, Madeline Berkeley. And more than that, you and Grayson were in the whole thing together. The traffic in forged passports, the phony dance school, this Club Savoy with the tap dancer really tapped out Morse code messages to criminals.
I tell you, Carl Grayson did it. Oh, haven't I been through enough? My husband murdered. I loved him so much.
Cut the act, Madeline. You were in love with Grayson.
In love with Grayson? What a lie.
Yesterday, when I walked into Grayson's apartment, I saw you in his arms in a very passionate embrace before you ran into the next room.
Now we've got you, Chameleon, you lying cop. You were never in my apartment.
Oh, yes, I was, Grayson. I was disguised as Harry Parks.
You were Harry Parks, that hick from Illinois who was taking dancing lessons?
Yes, nifty disguise, wasn't it, Grayson?
You sneaking cop. That doesn't prove I committed murder being in Carl's apartment.
No, but it helps. This gun Detective Sergeant Arnold took from you is the same caliber that killed your husband.
I got it from Carl.
She's lying again, Chameleon. It's her gun.
Careless of you, Madeline, to have carried that gun around, but you were getting careless on all fronts. You were so anxious to kill Lita Montez, who knew too much about you and Grayson, that you left your fingerprints all over her apartment.
What?
And she was killed with a bullet from an automatic, just like this one.
Marilyn, you crazy fool. I told you to be careful.
Yes, you had gloves on, didn't you, Carl?
I think that's quite enough. No more arguments, please. You'll both be tried for murder. You, Madeline Berkeley, is the killer of your husband, Claude Berkeley, and of Lita Montez. And you, Carl Grayson, as her accomplice. Dave, you take them along, please. Not nice people at all.
And with these words, Mr. Chameleon concludes tonight's murder case. It's only natural that when you have an ordinary headache, you want fast relief. And to find out how quickly Bayer aspirin is ready to go to work, all you need do is test it in a glass of water. What happens to Bayer aspirin in the glass also happens in your stomach, and the speed with which it disintegrates indicates the speed with which it's ready to go to work. When you make this test, you'll see that Bayer aspirin starts disintegrating almost instantly, is actually ready to go to work in 2 seconds. Hence, it provides remarkably fast relief. So when you need something to relieve pain, be sure of how quickly it will act. Be sure with Bayer aspirin. When you buy, ask for Bayer aspirin, not just for aspirin alone. Get the 100-tablet bottle, and you get Bayer aspirin tablets for less than a penny apiece. Listen next Wednesday night at the same time for Mr. Chameleon, the man of many faces, in The Curious Murder of Clubfoot Louie. The part of Mr. Chameleon is played by Carl Swenson, with dialogue by Marie Baumer from the original story by Frank and Ann Hummert. Music directed by Victor Arden. Your announcer is Howard Claney.
Listen, everybody. Thousands of laboratory tests on scores of individual teeth show that new Lion's toothpaste actually gets teeth brighter. 2.5 to 5.5 times brighter than any of the 5 leading brands, brighter by far than any other toothpaste. And the reason is that it's not just another old toothpaste with an added ingredient, but is completely new and radically different in formula. A new kind of toothpaste that cleans without soap and polishes without chalk. So get more brightness in your smile. Go to any drug or toilet goods counter and ask for Lion's toothpaste.
Listen for Mr. Chameleon in The Curious Murder of Clubfoot Louie next Wednesday night at this time. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.